Sewing Street have our very own app. You can now watch and shop from anywhere. Simply download the app from your app store onto your smartphone or tablet, then log in or create an account, and you're done. You can watch us live from anywhere, browse all our recently played items and pre-orders so you never miss out on any show deals, and message the studio to say hello at any time. And remember, you can check out as many times as you want and only pay 1 P&P all day.
Hi everyone, I'm Sallieann Harrison and I am a patchwork and quilting fanatic and I've been sewing all my life. I'm currently based here in Bristol, but I used to live in the USA and that's where I picked up the sewing bug big time. I suppose you could say that my sewing journey began when I was about 8 or 9. I distinctly remember the first thing that I ever made and it was I say I ever made on my own. Obviously I did sewing at school, but I came home and I chopped up one of my mother's old uniforms, and she used to work in a store. I cut up these little pieces of cotton and I made myself a bikini top, and I can remember the absolute thrill of putting this little bikini top on and going out on my bicycle and riding up and down the road, and that was the first thing that I ever made, and I was totally smitten. My claim to fame has to be demonstrating at the Houston International Quilt Show. I am very heavily into wool applique, and I developed a technique where you would use a perlé thread on the top of a sewing machine, and they were interested in Houston. I actually went along to demonstrate in open studios whilst the show was on. It was really magical to have so many people that were interested in what I could do with a sewing machine. I am one of the longer running guests now on Sewing Street. Goodness knows how that happened. But I still get an absolute buzz every time I come up and do a demo, and I love receiving your messages and the feedback after the show. It's absolutely amazing. I'm hoping to bring you lots of new techniques and different ideas, so do stick with me and follow my Sewing Street journey.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
I'm not really ready. I was halfway through a story to Hannah and we were busy chatting, and in the background everyone was going 10, 9, 8, and I was trying to gabble this story out. Anyway, we've got 3/4 of the way through the story and haven't finished it. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? How are you all? Now, enjoy the show today, because when am I in next? I think it's Wednesday, isn't it? Next Wednesday. I'm not until next Wednesday. Yeah, not until next Wednesday. I'm going either to Devon or Cornwall. Not quite sure which one it is, but it's Liskeard I'm going to. So anyway, shall we do today's early bird? Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. That's a song, isn't it? Tweet, tweet. Here we go. Multicoloured sewing clips, pack of 50. Should be £9.99. Should be £9.99. They sell at that price anyway. Right, look. Oh! Okay, there's an issue. We can't crash it. Well, we will talk about how brilliant they are. I'm not going to open it because you have to open the bag, zip lock the open bag. You get 50 in there. 50 in there. Morning, Viv. Bit of headachy this morning. I had my booster yesterday. Oh, I'm worried now because I'm having my booster and my flu on the same day in a couple of weeks' time. Laurie says, good morning, John and team. Enjoy my time off. I'm working, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Patricia says, good morning. Love you from a wet. That's all it says. She means Blackpool, I think. I think she's from Blackpool. Cousin Susan, I didn't reply to you about your avocados. I'll do that later. Susan, morning, John, everyone. Wet in Derbyshire. Isabel says, good morning. Julie says, good morning. I say, good morning. Can we do anything yet? Right. No. Right. You will be charged $6.99. No, it won't let us change it, but you will only be charged $6.99. We'll get Hayley to sort it before... Actually, we'll get Hayley to change it before the end of the show, and I'll do them again later. I'll do them again later, because I know what happened. You'll all go, no, it won't go to $6.99. Don't trust him. Don't trust the fella in the poppy, they'll be thinking. No, won't let me in. Hello, Marina. That's what I'm going to see in Devon, Cornwall, Liskeard. On your shirt. What does that mean, says Claire. Claire's just put on your shirt. Oh, no. Good morning, John. Very damp here. What's on your shirt? It's ladies. It's 50s pin-up ladies. Look. They will be $6.99. But tell you what, we'll do it again later. We'll do it again later. Yeah, we'll do it again later. I'll put them to the side here. Shall we do the menu? Here's the menu. Coming up in the first hour, I have got... Whoa! Workroom Tools coming up in the first hour. Then in the second hour, we're doing the Moda Warm Winter Wishes quilt with Sallieann Harrison. They're already going. Aren't they, Hannah? They're already going. Would you like to see a picture? Oh, we got blocks. Hang on, where's the finished thing? Oh, okay. Well, there's two of the blocks that Sallieann's made for you. Bit out of focus. There you go. Then at 10 o'clock, got new Moda Fabrics. Oh, have I indeed got Moda Fabrics. Got gorgeous Moda Fabrics in that hour. Then Sallieann's back, and she's doing her heartstrings and... Well, now, that when I read that out yesterday, I read that as one thing, but it's not one thing, is it? So she's doing her heartstrings. That's not heartstrings. That's your home. Is that your heartstrings? Is it? That's not heartstrings. That's not heartstrings. Where's the one with hearts on? There you go. That's hearts and bows. It's not that one. That one. There's a little bag with hearts on it. Yeah. Anyway, we can't show it to you now. It's one of those days. It's one of those. Then, 12 o'clock. Oh, now, we were very thorough in our prep for the first 4 hours. Then we went, we'll do 12 o'clock in a minute. And then we got on to... Stylecraft Sweaters and Scarves with Catherine Wright. She's coming all the way from Leicestershire. That's not on pre-order yet, but it will be in a minute. We've got some 100% recycled yarn in that out. It's not on pre-order yet because we've got to do that in a minute. So, shall I tell you? Oh, I forgot my thing. There are 3 ways you can get in touch. Yesterday I forgot to do this completely, and neither my director nor my producer said, John, you haven't done this bit yet. So... no, studio@sewingstreet.com is your email address. You can send me a message on Facebook Live, which the ones I've been shouting out. There must be a couple more that I can just read you quickly. Oh, couple. Hang on. So Jan says, this is the other Jan. She says, good morning. I'm sending it with my water and everything. The other Jan says, good morning, John North. I had my boost yesterday, and apart from a very sore arm, I'm fine. Oh, that's good. That's what I want. Jill says, morning. Call in for coffee on your way to Cornwall. Oh, well, Jill, I might do that. Have you got any soya milk in? Morag says, good morning. Going to miss most of the show. Getting ready to do my shift in the pop-up shop. Over 25 local crafters. Oh, that sounds interesting. Where's that? Morag? Hilda says, good morning, John. Looking forward to today. And Julie says, you're a true pro. The show must go on. Yeah, that's why I'm standing here with my water and my iPad and I haven't sat down yet. Anyway, or you can send us a message on the website, right? So what you do is go to www.sewingstreet.com. You click on... Oh, look, they've not put my name in again. I could go home then, couldn't I? Anyway, click on Watch Live. See the box on the right-hand side. Send message to studio there. You just write your message. We won't be able to send it because she's not... Hello, I'm Hannah. She's not logged in, so we can't send it. Can't even spell her own name, look. Anyway, scroll down the page. Excuse me. You will see 2 columns in a minute. The left-hand column will be show deals. That's everything we've shown you so far. And the right-hand is everything. It's pre-order. Everything we've got for the next 4 hours, right? So we've got everything there. Got fabric, sharpeners, threads, pins, quilt as you go, best press. Stop! Got that quilt. It's beautiful. This is already selling, by the way. Beautiful William Morris quilts behind me on the wall. Then we go to Sallieann's quilt, already selling. Beautiful. That's a very good one for beginners, she said this morning when we were doing our prep. Very good one for beginners. Then, oh, how much is it? Oh, a Moda one for £100. That's good, isn't it? That's very good. Then, what we got next? Then we've got new Moda Fabrics. New Moda Fabrics. Now, Hannah's very proud of this. She's done a Christmas bundle for every 15 minutes, she says. She'll forget, and we'll do them all at the end. Oh, that's nice to know. Thank you for that. Well, it's had enough chit-chat yesterday. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. What's that? Oh, gorgeous, isn't it? Toki. Is it Toki or Tochi? Charm pack, design roll, and a panel. Is there fabric to go with this as well? Just pre-cuts, not in by the half metre. That'll come another day. Dumfries. Oh, I can't pop in then, Morag, if it's in Dumfries. Right. Beautiful Moda Fabrics. So Elliot's in the building, everyone. Oh, it's so kind. He's going to go to Starbucks for us. Isn't that lovely? When he goes to pick up Amy. Oh, no, sure, yeah. Anyway, fabric, Christmas fabric. What's the matter, Elliot? House quilt. That's the one you should have had a picture of. It's there. It's there. You just didn't bother. Moving on. Home quilt. I love that home quilt. I like it with the dark background myself. Got it in the beige background as well. Loads of Sallieann goodies in that hour. Then, of course, we go to Yarn Lane. After that hour, we go to Yarn Lane. Oh, do you know what? I've got the iron out. Elliot, could you switch the iron on for me, please? No. All right, then. He says no. Anyway, then we go to Yarn Lane at 12 o'clock. That's not on pre-order yet, but as soon as it is, I'll tell you. Right? Okay, do you love the quilt behind me? Do you love that quilt behind me? Well, here it is. Isn't it glorious? 149.98. Oh, you know what that means, don't you? Watch. Split pay. 3 split pay, isn't it? I think it's 3 split pay. Hang on, we'll just wait. There you go. 49.99 3 times. Loads. You got this in your basket. I love it. I love that. Oh, well, I just love it. It's beautiful, isn't it? So, shall we open it? What's the matter? Oh, here we go. So here's your instructions. Your Mr. Morris quilt there. Oh, look at, I can't wait to open this. Look at all those fabrics. All those fabrics. Now, it's enough for the front and the binding. And then all your instructions of how to make it. Isn't it lovely? Beautiful. Anyway, that's gorgeous. Right, let's open it then. Oh, look! Look at this, aren't they just beautiful? Right, have a quick look at all of those. They're some of our most favourite fabrics, aren't they, those? Done it now, Elliot, because you're busy chattering. Don't you dare switch it off. Be careful. Elliot! Oh, have you broken it? I do apologise, everybody. He's just arrived. So, you remember yesterday his hair was all sticking up at the back? Yesterday he'd obviously slept on his back like that, right? Today's obviously slept on his face. Right, come on. Look at these. Aren't they just beautiful? All cut. Yes, it's iconic print after iconic print. Look, there's Becky Alexander Frost's favourite ever. Oh, you got 2 of those. Yeah, 2 of those. Look at them all. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Hang on a sec. So they're all the little tasters there. Look, Strawberry Thief. Oh my word. Look. Love it. Oh my goodness me. Look at all the different fabrics in here. That's nice. Beautiful, isn't it? Don't they get more of this, more of this? I love the bramble one. Then this is obviously your, where does that one go? Oh yeah, that one goes in all your sashing and your stripes and your binding and everything. Have you got any close-ups, Emma? Come on, Emma, close-ups, please. There you go. Love it. Look, now they're curves as well. Look, they're not half square triangles. They're curved ones, aren't they? I don't know what you're talking about. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear. No, hang on. I can't hear you, Hannah. What are you saying? Oh, yes, I agree with you, Elliot. Right, look. Beautiful, gorgeous fabrics. I'll back it up. So many fabrics in here. It's just adorable, isn't it? What can we show that close up of that block again? Because look, it's curved. Let me get the instructions out. Can you see? I thought that was half square triangles when I looked at it. Let me have a look. Oh, yes, look here. Look. They're curved. I wonder if you get a template. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, look. Now, it's like a drunkard's pathway, but easier. Isn't it? Beautiful. I love all these fabrics. Look. Like Hannah says, it's iconic fabric after iconic oh, I mean packing the box for you. I'm just taking them out because Emma didn't show it while I was doing it, so I'm just doing it again now. Iconic fabric after iconic fabric going in the box. Oh, my word. All cut especially for you, exclusive to Sewing Street. Look. Beautiful colours, aren't they? Look at them all there. Flashes of red as well. And that love. Oh, look at this. The box, when you open it, the box is just a joy to behold. Look, isn't it? Oh, love, love, love. £149.99 or 3 payments of £49.99. It will be sent out to you, if you do take up split pay, it will be sent out to you the minute, tonight, when your first split pay goes out tonight, it will then be, the wheels will be set in motion for it to be sent out to you. You don't wait to pay all 3 of them. You don't have to take split pay if you don't want to. Margaret says, good morning, John, Hannah, Elliot. Oh, no, don't forget Emma. Elliot just popped in. Elliot just popped in to be annoying. Patsy says, morning, John, team and all. William Morris quilt is just gorgeous. Claire can't stay all day because the bunnies are off for a 2-week visit to Toaster Library. Oh, very nice. Gorgeous. She makes rabbits. They're not real live rabbits. She makes stuffed rabbits. Just so you know, not real live rabbits. They'll be in the if you go to Toaster Library, they'll be in the glass case by the front door. I love, 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 love this box of goodies. It is, isn't it? Right, now the tissue paper's gone in the bin, so I think I have to have that one now. Well, I'll be doing the demonstration later in my house. No, you know, on my own. No, sorry, you're not invited. 140. Oh, the hedgehog house is totally overgrown now. I've moved on now. I've got my bird feeders the shape of sunflowers. £149.99 with peanut butter. They've got peanut butter in them. Isn't it beautiful? Loads in baskets. Loads of those in baskets. I'll just file that away in the Go to John Scott's house folder. Oh, no, I won't put it on the floor because I'll do it again later, won't I? Right. Yes. Oh, I knew you'd do that straight away. Right, now, I was going to demonstrate this, but the one that's been opened for demonstration purposes, Vicky's lost a bit of it, and I haven't got a spare blade. But I will show you how it works. Oh, I thought it was one that slid out. I can open this one then. £12.99. This is if you've got rotary cutter blades that need sharpening, then you get yourself one of these, right? Actually, I just saw... Oh, there's a rotary cutter here. Right, hang on, that's it. Okay, right, okay. So, what you get is... This is what you get in your packet, right? And you're thinking, well, I don't, what is all this? Well, what you do is you open this out. Hang on. Oh, come on. Loads of people have checked out already. You know what it is, that you've been waiting for this. There we go, there we go. So this is what you get, right? So this is the bit that actually sharpens your blade. Now you can do a 45mm sharpening action or a 28mm. This here, this little doggy tail thing, that's a magnet. So if you want to, oh yes, that's got one. If you don't want to touch the blade, there you go, look. If you don't want to touch the blade, you can pick it up with your magnet, look. So you don't need to touch the blade at all. What you do is you now, for 45, you take this one, right? You pop your blade in there, like that. Oh, hang on, come on, John. There you go, you pop your blade in there like that. Then you put your I've done it the wrong way around. Then you take your sharpener, like this, and you pop, you see how this is shaped? Can you see that it's shaped? You pop that in there, like that, and you click it to, right? So it's click to. You then roll it like this, wait for it to click, then you roll it like that. You'll feel the blade sharpening inside. Listen. Can you hear? Can you hear now? No. And you do that, right? Then you open it. The way you open it, you see the two little black notches there? You match those up. You open it up again. You turn the blade round, because obviously you're only sharpening one side of it at the moment. Turn the blade round, and then you sharpen the other side of the blade. And then, hey presto, you have a fantastically sharp blade. Then you wonder why you've got one of these. That's for your 28mm one. That's to do your 28mm one. But you've got your little... it's brilliant, isn't it? $12.99. And you know how much blades are to buy, spare blades are to buy. If you've just got a little nick or something like that, you just want to sharpen it, then you can do. All the instructions are on there, look. See what I mean? Everything you need to know is there. Apparently this magnet's a choking hazard, so please be careful. $12.99. $12.99. Now I've got loads of these. Oh, good morning, Emma. Sorry, hadn't heard John mention your name. Well, we don't mention her name anymore. Vivian on my bottom. Morning, John. Is this compatible for Fiskars blades, please? Yes, Fiskars. It works with Fiskars. We found that the Clover blades didn't fit. It's because Fiskars have got that. Hang on. I don't know if I can open it again now. Hang on. Oh, come on, John. Right, look. You see, this blade here has got the little trio of notches. And so has that. Hang on, that's the one there. It's got the little trio of notches on there, you see. So, yeah, in fact, that was a Fiskars blade I used, wasn't it? Alpha. No, that was an Alpha. That was an Alpha one, that one. But it was in a Fiskars cutter. So it should be fine. Alpha and Fiskars. Let me just see if it says. Loads of you coming in for this. Well, it's a lovely little Christmas present, this, isn't it? Oh, yeah, how many of our guests come on with a blunt blade going, oh, this needs sharpening? Well, they could sharpen it in the dressing room before they come on, couldn't they? You don't get the blade, obviously. You get all of that, though. While you check out, Julie's got a question about the quilt. Oh, the house quilt over the other side. Morning, John. Is Sallieann demonstrating the house quilt today? Yes, she's the first half an hour of her show. She's going to be doing the house quilt. Oh, I don't know if it'll work on tungsten blades. Isn't the idea of tungsten that it never goes blunt? Who's that a question from? Pauline. Pauline. I can't tell you about the tungsten blades. Does anybody know, would it work on tungsten blades as well? We're having a look for you now. I've lost that bit of this. You know, I took the rotary cutter to pieces. I've lost the little black... Oh, it's on the floor. Emma can get that later. Emma, you've got to do a lot of work to make up now. Yeah. I know. So last time I worked with Emma, right, we were busy packing away and we'd had a native lighting show. She said, don't worry about the lamps, John. I'll do the lamps. I'll sort the lamps out. So I said, that's fine. Anyway, we're all finished. Is everyone finished? Yeah, we're going home. Came in the next morning, went to the lamps. Not one had been put away. Yeah, she's blaming someone else now. Anyway, she's done it now, so you'd be pleased to know they're all put away now. Right, let me... Morning, love the quilt, says Susie in Worcestershire. Now, is that Susie? Our Susie? Oh, she normally emails. I don't know if she was in Worcestershire. Love the blade sharpener, bought mine, says Julie. It was a demonstration, wasn't it, Julie? Message in and say how brilliant the demonstration was. With no help from Emma. And how many did I have? Nearly half the stock has gone. $12.99. Oh yeah, especially when Hayley's producing. I'm going now then. Put that away. I've peaked now. I'm off home. Over half's gone now. Over half's gone. Yeah, I'll come back to that later. This is my table of come back to later. Next. Quilter's Grove. Alpha rotary cutter, because it fits in. Yeah, there you go. We love this one. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have a slurp of water while you look at this. I haven't got loads of these. $19.99. Oh, it is our Susie, look. She says, I'm in Warwickshire, so I'm not sure why it says Worcestershire. That's the point. It's because she never orders anything. She just nicks it, you see. $19.99. Morning, John, from a grey drizzly Barnoldswick. Roalyn says, morning, John. I'm back with my sewing now after COVID. Just received my fabric order last week. So excited to make bags again. Take care. Oh, Julie says it was the demo that told it to me. Julie, don't read this bit. Anyway, this is gorgeous. This is quality, this. This is a quality rotary cutter. £19.99. It's good as well because, look, you've got the lock there. You've got soft touch here. Oh, it's the one we use all the time here. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, I've just dropped the blade on the floor now. You can make it into left or right-handed. Oh, I'm sorry. Who used last to use this? It was green. Who made something green recently? Anyway, you can lock it. Yours gets a blade and the holder in it, but it's just fallen on the floor. This is for me because I can't be trusted with blades, you see. So this is my rotary cutter. This is why it takes me forever to make a quilt. 4 left. 4 left. It must be the demonstration that did it. So rude, Mr. Scott. Just ordering the rotary blade sharpener. Oh, there you go. More than half the stock's gone. Seriously, I got a rotary cutter with no blades, if that feels safer. I love my Alpha cutter. Having rheumatoid arthritis, it's brilliant and nice and chunky, says Donna. People say that about me as well, Donna. Am I good for your rheumatoid arthritis as well? Oh, I can't now. I haven't told them about my letter. I've told them there's nothing wrong with my liver. If you weren't watching yesterday, after all those tests, all those scans, everything, nothing wrong with my liver. At all. Yeah. Well, they make me go for an emergency blood test the minute I got back from a holiday. I mean, I know it's supposed to be safe and sorry. And I did make a new friend when they did my scan, when I had no clothes on, they did my scan. Anyway, what? Yes, yeah, this quilter's graph paper. You do what? We love pads of paper here. $4.99. It is, you know, I used to spend all my I didn't have student loan in my days, my mum and dad's money, on when I used to go to paper chasing, just buy paper all the time. Never wrote any letters, just like paper and things like that. This is gorgeous, right? So this is graph paper. If you're going to draw up your own block, I mean, on the front it says here, 12-inch, 8-inch and 4-inch, but you can do whatever size you want, really, can't you? But there's your 4-inch, there's your 8-inch, and there's your 12-inch. So if you're designing a block, you could design it on there. Or if you're doing a quilt, each of those could be a block. Do you know what I mean? And design your own quilt. Then you can see how they're all going to work together, couldn't you? Oh, Davinia. Morning, John. I had my booster and flu jab at the same time. No problem at all. Now, if it was going to affect anybody, it would affect Davinia. She's a very sensitive soul. Very sensitive. My brother had his flu and his what's it at the same time. Oh. $4.99. I was going to say, do you know, old people, you shouldn't be having your booster yet. You two, you're too young, aren't you? Of course you will. 6 months after your jab, you have to have it, yeah? There's a new thing, yeah, there was read a new thingy last night when I was in bed last night. Because I was late getting to bed last night because we had the pop-in committee meeting last night. It was very full of, what's the word? No, there was no drama in the end. And we've decided on I decided on reindeers. Yeah. $4.99 for this booklet. $4.99. So easy. Quilter's graph paper, 30 by 30 centimetres. But this is what I think is so funny. And our graphics, we always put centimetres, right? And yet the whole thing's in inches. Now, look, see, Emma. Did you find that ruler, Emma? Oh, that could be it then. Okay. Emma was looking for a ruler earlier, right? And it was a 6.5 by 6.5 ruler. And she got one and she went, here you go, here it is. It was 12. I said, Emma, that's 12 inches. That's not 6.5 inches. There we go. $4.99. $4.99. Beautiful. I've got the Orifil crisp what? Ah, no, that's what Elliot dropped on the floor. And he's left it over there. I can go and get it. Or we can just oh, there you go. No, I can get it, it's fine. There's the still. There's a dog, is there? You don't get a dog with it, as in you don't get the lady either. Oh, she needs a hairbrush. Marie Bostic. No, there's a lady holding the dog, right? Look. Hallmark. No, a Hallmark Hall of Fame. Hang on, it's from a movie. It says here, a Hallmark Hall of Fame movie, Christmas Everlasting. A holiday adaptation of Marie Bostock's The Second Sister. I wonder, oh, look, there it is. There's the poster. Christmas Everlasting Quilt by Deb Tucker Studio. Okay, so these are the threads you need if you're going to make that quilt. Oh, no, they're lovely Christmas colours, though, look. They would be your 50 weight, I imagine. Let me have a look. 6 large spools, 50 weight, 100% cotton. So you get your red, your less red, your dark green, your less green, your mustard and your less mustard. Oh, here you go, Emma. Carol says, morning, John. Me and my husband had our booster jabs. We've both been really ill. Bad flu symptoms for 2.5 weeks. Only just recovered. I'm 68 and my toy boy husband is 65. Oh, you minx. Gerardine, hi, John. I've had every job I can... No, hang on. I've had every job I can get. No, jab. You mean jab. I've had every jab I can get. So I'm a certain age. Talking of age, my mum is 92 today. Oh, 92. You see, if I lived that long, I've got another, 31 years to go. Half my life. Again. Love to you and the team. Thank you. Right, here you go. Look at these. Look at these. The thing is, was the flu a part of your jab? Or we've had so many people in here, like Emma's have, not Emma. What's she called, that girl? I haven't seen her for weeks. Hannah, right? She hasn't had the jab, but she's had the most dreadful flu. She's been really, really poorly. Kat's got it. Bex Reed had it. Susie yesterday was coughing herself. Oh, poor thing, yesterday. Yeah, $47.99 these. Also, there's what I don't understand, right? This has nothing to do with the flu or anything like that. Where's foot and mouth come from? I thought only cows got foot and mouth. All my friends who've got babies, all their children got foot and mouth. Yeah. Oh, that's obviously the one difference one cows get. Well, I hope it is anyway. Oh, blimey. Geraldine says, more of you to see them for the next 30 years. If you think I'm still going to be sitting here in 30 years' time, you've got another thing coming, girl. Now I've said that, you watch. It'll be like 32 years. Hold in. I'll be like that in my floral, some wizened old hag with my bright shirts on. No, it said, am I going to turn into a woman? That wasn't meant to be a woman. It wasn't. Anyway, come on. What am I doing next? Stripy, extra wide quilt backing. Is that it? This is nice, not seen this before. 108 inches, Tahiti Dreams, this is called. Oh, yesterday we had some of the funniest names, didn't we, for the fabric? Oh, we called this the right thing? Tahiti Dreams, blue. It's 108, well, it's not blue, is it? It's got every colour you can imagine in there. 108 inches wide. It's only ever been on once before. Not with me, it wasn't. Sue said I had to switch to Facebook as my app keeps freezing. She's still coughing. Oh, get better soon, Susie. Anyway, look, isn't it beautiful? 108 inches. Now, you're paying for half a metre at $12.99. Yeah, would it be lovely? Or if used as a binding, it'd be really lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, look, everyone who's bought it so far has checked out multiples. Here you go. Hand, foot and mouth is very common in children. Never heard of it before. Obviously having cows, but we must be hoof, foot and mouth. Hand, foot and mouth. Oh, no, because they've only got 4 feet. They haven't got any hands, have they, cows? I don't know, Emma. Jan. Oh, sorry, Jan. It's 25 to 9. I didn't wake you up. Yeah, it's hand, foot and mouth. It's different, she says. All right, thanks, Jan. Yes, we've established that cows don't have hands now. I love this fabric. Look at it. Look. 100% cotton, 108 inches wide. Now, you see, they've called it backing, but there's no reason you can't use it on the front. You know what I mean? Or make a dress out of it. Really good quality. You see, now, if you did EPP out of that, can you imagine all the different hexes you're going to get out of that? Well, and also how much fabric. Well, you're going to get half a metre. Yeah. Hannah just said, imagine how much fabric you're going to get in half a metre. You'll get half a metre. But how many hexes you'll be able to cut out? Good morning, John. What are the characters on your shirt? They're 1950s pin-up ladies, look. Like Marilyn Monroe-esque. Can you see? I'll just put that into shot. I've got this one in navy blue as well. Fancy. In fact, I think it's a bit old, this one, because it's a bit blues-on-y, this one. It's a bit dirty as well. I think I caught it in the boot of the car when I put it in my car. Anyway, let's move on. Keep going through for that one. Who's that? Chris? Had my flu jab, no problems at all. No, not flu, what, flu jab or booster? And booster, no problems at all. Hit Chris, I think it's, or is it a lady or a man, Chris? I don't know. They, them, there. Best press, scent free. It's not scent free, you have to pay for it. It's fragrance free. Where are you? I'm not moving anywhere. Why isn't it over? I've been over here for 40 minutes now. There you go. Oh, don't. Yesterday I was doing that fabric, wasn't I? Saying, look at this lovely fox fabric. It wasn't a fox, it was a raccoon. Oh, yeah, I know it's a different disease, Anne. But I still never heard of it in children. I'd never, ever heard of it. I know. My granddaughter's brother has just recovered from it. Your granddaughter's brother. Will only be your grandson. If he's your granddaughter's brother. Oh, okay. He's been quite poorly. Oh, yeah. No, I know the babies, I've heard of it, have been poor. And some of the parents have got it as well. Anyway, look. £11.99. £11.99. £11.99. It's going to last you a while, that, isn't it? That's the one without any scent on it. They still haven't managed to get... Hannah's been asking for the Caribbean breeze for months, well, years now, haven't you? Jan said, oh, it's okay, I'll let you off. I'd not heard of hand, foot and mouth until a few years ago, and I'm older than you. Well, yeah, a lot older, Jan, I believe, haven't you? I never heard of it when my kids were little. That's not me talking. That was Jan talking. I haven't got any kids. No, I haven't got any kids. I nearly did, but didn't. £11.99. Lavender. Is it a lavender on its own or is it a lavender vanilla mix? Lavender. Oh, she didn't say vanilla because she can't say vanilla, Hannah. She can only say vanilla. Oh, sorry, Anne. Sorry. Hannah said that. I shouldn't have said that. So I'm sorry. Here you go. His mummy got married again. Yeah. £11.99. Lots of it in there. Mary Ellen's Best Press Lavender Vanilla. Lavender Vanilla. Remember we used to do lavender quartz? Oh, yeah, lavender. Lavender's more popular than the scent-free, fragrance-free. Oh, okay. If you don't check out on the vanilla, you're going to miss out. There's too many of you and you've got it in your basket. We've got more in the basket. I'll just get that all over again. Too many people got this in their basket. Okay, I'll move on then. Oh, it's a lady, Chris. That's right. Sorry. Oh, my word. It's hectic this morning, isn't it? Quilt behind me. Very, very popular. Look at this fabric in here. I love it. This is a box of... Yours won't arrive like this. Unless you get this one, of course. Yours won't arrive like this. But look at all these beautiful, beautiful, iconic William Morris fabrics in here. It's today's bestseller so far. Oh, loads of people have not checked out yet as well. Oh, Reva, I don't know. Hang on. There's over 8.9 metres. That's all I can tell you. Over 8.9 metres. Because it's all everything to do the front and the binding. There's no backing in there, but everything that you can see on the front is in here. It's beautiful. Look at that. I love that green though. Look, and then this is your border and your binding and some of your patterns in there. It might be strobing a bit on the telly. Beautiful, isn't it? Look, I'm still going. Look, with all the different fabrics. Strawberry Thief. I love that bramble one there. Is that it? Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? All that fabric. Have a look at the quilt. There you go. There you go. First time it's been on air. Oh, hang on. Are the graphics... No! What's happened to the split pay? It's got changed. Well noticed, Susie, because it was $49.99 earlier. No, the split pay's wrong. It's $49.99 for 3 times. The first time we showed it, it said $49.99 because I talked about it. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out, Susie. I noticed because it was definitely $49.99 earlier. I don't know how that's changed. You'll only be charged $49.99. I'll make sure of that 3 times if you take the split pay. That's really weird, isn't it? It's done that. Because that's hard. That's 2, isn't it? That's gone to 2 split pay now. Oh. Right, we're going to sort out because there might be some good news if you got. Might be some good news if you got that. Might be some really good news if you got that. Right, come with me and you'll see. Imagination. Right. Oh, the graphics are playing up. So I'll tell you about the iron first of all, because I love this iron. When I first worked in, well, not when I first worked it, when I was working in Colchester Mercury Theatre, I bought one of these from Franklin's, believe it or not, because they were in Colchester. We had Gary and George on, lovely Gary and gorgeous George on a couple of weeks ago. And they brought the machine that did that, sold out. They brought the straight stitch machine, sold out. And then we were about to sell it to this, so we bought some more of these, brought some more of these in. Been very, very, very popular. And I know what you're thinking, it's too big, don't need it, I just get on with my little iron. I guarantee, once you've got this home and you've used this, you will absolutely love it. You can use it as a dry iron, but it's also a steam iron. So you fill your water in here. Now, before you use it every time, make sure your water is up to date, because what you don't want to do is run out of steam, because you then can't open it because it's pressurized, obviously. And please be careful when you open it. Now, if you've got little children, don't worry. They can't just come and unscrew this. You really have to push it down and twist it. It's like a medicine bottle top. So little kids aren't meant to walk in and just take that top off. So don't worry about that, right? You can alter the amount of pressure of steam that you use here. But look, this iron looks really, really heavy. It's only about the weight. It's 1.5 kilos, this. It's like the weight of a normal iron, right? £50 off still. I thought that was an introductory offer. £50 off still. Right, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Now, you can see it steams when it's standing up and everything. So let me just tell you, that's 1.5 kilos, like a normal iron. That's a cork handle there, so it doesn't get hot. You can put it on a silicone tray there. This is your water tank here. You've got two buttons here. You switch them on. One is for, you've got two lights next to them. One is for switching it on and off, and the other one is for the steam, because you can switch the steam off completely. But you've got a little light there that will flash if your water level is getting a little bit low. So, right, let me show you this, right? So this is some wool that Catherine Wright had to make her bag. In fact, if you watch her film, I was watching it earlier, she's got this bag in the background. Now, it's not that scrunched up because I've already ironed it. Here you go, there's the scrunched up bit. This is on pure wool, right? Look how fantastic this is. Look how the creases just disappear. Now, if you don't want to press it, oh, I love the smell of steamed wool. If you don't want to put the iron directly onto the wool, if you're worried about it, you can just do it like this. And the steam is enough to get rid of your creases, right? But you're thinking, I don't work with wool. I work with silk and chiffons and organza and cottons and things. It works just as well. Look, here's some of our normal cotton. Right, look at this. Look how scrunkled that is, right? You ready? Look how it just gets rid of every single crease. I've just ironed one in there, but never mind. There you go, look. How brilliant is that, right? Now, the other thing is, oh, someone's changed the thing on my stand. If you've got a dress or a blouse or something like that, it's a little bit creased, you don't want to iron it because it's difficult to get to. If you've got your mannequin, all you have to do, watch. Look. Just see. Oh, look, that's that William Morris fabric that's in the quilt, the bramble that I was telling you about. Gary said that if I had one of my shirts, I'd washed it and just hung it dry, and it's a bit creased. Put it on a hanger, do that to it, and you can press it. The creases will drop out of it. Also, what we were saying is, if you've got curtains that need pressing, don't take them down. Take the machine to the curtains, steam them up and down like that, right? Mattress. You know, they say after 10 years, a mattress weighs twice the weight of the mattress that you bought, because it's full of skin bits and little animal poo, right? Little animal poo and everything. Not dogs and cats, but, you know, like little... they say steam is the best sanitizer, don't they? Imagine doing that on your mattress, cleaning your mattress. If you've got a sofa, I feel like a salesman in a demonstrating thing now. I'm at the Ideal Home exhibition. I've got hundreds of ladies around. I'm showing you how to do it. And I'm going to do sharp knives next. But But anyway, your sofa, if you've got animals and you've got the big rug, because Norman and Ellie used to sleep on the arm of the sofa when I was there and everything, just want to steam it and everything. I know you're thinking, well, how do I get that great big thing, right, to my curtains or to my sofa? This is how. This comes with it. This comes with it. Now, somebody messaged in saying they'd seen something like this in IKEA and it was the best price of £100. Oh, not IKEA. I didn't say IKEA then. I didn't say IKEA, sorry. I did say it, but I didn't say it, right? But you also get, as well, so what I'm saying is the iron sits on the top of there, so you could wheel this round to wherever you need it to go. If your ironing board, if you've got this by your ironing board, have this on the floor next to your ironing board, have the base of the iron on there, and this is long enough, look, to be able to go all the way up and down your iron. You get a little jug. There's water in there. You get a little jug, right? But you don't really need the little jug because this bottle here is brilliant. Fill this bottle, right? Look, right? So it doesn't, oh, it's dribbling out like somebody's unscrewed it, right? But what you do is this only works when you press it like that. Can you see? Look. Can you see? Right, hang on a second. Oh. Just knocked the whole bottle over now. Right. So it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's £50 off. Now, just stop taking the mickey out of me and get on with your job. Right, there we go. It's brilliant. I love it. It's fantastic. I'm going to switch it off now, though. Right, moving on. Nice message on my bottom. John, I love mine. I even ironed some pillowcases the other day. Mine also came with a diffuser plate, lots of little holes for the iron. Oh, Adrienne, does it? Does it? I don't know if mine comes with that. Nobody's mentioned that to me. Oh, I see, I've just got the holes on the bottom, but if there's a diffuser plate on the bottom. There's a what? I think you're thinking of a different iron, I know. Brilliant. Well done. Who's that from? Adrienne. Right, I'm back now. Right. They're over there. You could use footage from earlier. I'm not getting up again. Oh, yeah, not a bundle. You mean a piece of fabric that's been cut. I've got a 2 metre and a 1 metre. 2 metre, right? Vanilla. They're not backing. Well, you could use them as backing, but they're only 44 inches wide fabric. They're not extra wide, backing wide. Right, £12.46. You're saving £1.50. Don't ask me why. Oh, and here we go. Susie says, shame I can't iron out my own creases with it. No, Botox you can get. I'm not saying you need it. Right, what are you saying to me? £12.46. Sorry, I've gone very quiet there. I'm just listening to what Hannah's telling me. She's telling me a long story about something. That's right. Check out. Lots of you got that in your basket. Vanilla. Right, I've also got ivory. Is this ivory, this one? 1 metre bundle of ivory here. They won't have taken £1.50 off this, don't worry. $5.99. It's 100% 44 inches wide, cotton ivory. $5.99. Okay. But I'm going to do my early bird. It's time for the early bird. Oh, it's so nice working with professionals. I'm talking about Anna. There you go. Right, if you paid $9.99 earlier, you will not pay $9.99. We are allowed to crash these, but the crash machine wouldn't work earlier. It is now, though. $6.99. I told you you'd pay $6.99 for them, didn't I? £6.99. I know today's early, but I know it's 10 to 9. I know it's 10 to 9, but we couldn't get the crash thing to work earlier. No, what? Oh, you talking to me or you? Oh, Hannah's talking to herself, everyone. At $6.99. These are not eggs, these are clips. Multicoloured sewing clips. You will not be getting 50 eggs, just so you know, as Hannah just called them. Oh, sometimes I wonder about that girl. At £6.99. I know it's the early bird, you get 50 clips. Brilliant, lovely Christmas present. And also good, if you're not up in time for the early bird at 8 o'clock, you're getting it at 10 to 9 now. Yeah, if you checked out already, you still pay your $6.99. Morning, John and team. Mega lying today. I sneaked the heating up and was just too cosy in bed. Oh, I can't have the heating on when I'm in bed. Oof, my menopausal flushes get way too much. I know. Hey? No, Harvey went home weeks ago. Oh, okay. So what do you want me to talk about in the meantime? Swing on a star. Bring bring moonbeams home in a jar. The song, Hannah said, would you like to? And I said, would you like to swing on a star? Bring moonbeams home in a jar. Better off as you are. Or would you rather be a pig? That's the song. That's the song. Yeah. I'll play it to you later. What? The longer you take deciding, the shorter time I've got to do it. Okay, right. We're just going to take the graphics out for a minute. Just sort something out. There are 3 ways you can get in touch. It's all going very fun. Early bird, now I'm telling you how to get in touch. There are 3 ways to get in touch. You can email studio@sewingstreet.com. That's the email. You can send a message on Facebook Live. Or you can ring the call centre. We don't show this one normally, do we? There you go. You can ring the call centre 0800 001 4433. It's based round the corner. I remember that song. My mum had it on a CD when we were little. Thank you, Claire. Make me feel old. Tree says, morning all. Have a fab Friday, everyone. You too as well, my lovely. Okay. Are we ready? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Earlier, I introduced you to this gorgeous quilt. All this beautiful William Morris fabric. Loads of you checked out. Loads of you checked out already. But watch this. New price. New price. Everybody. Well, there was just a mistake. There was just a mistake. There's no, oh, we might as well drop it. Look. Yeah, so it's 2 payments of $59.99 now. So we've just tried to, look, but you're only, so obviously your split pay is a little bit more. So I do apologise if you bought it. You're only going to pay it twice, aren't you? But the whole quilt is only $119.99 now. Now let's see all of you in your basket. How many have I got? Okay. And how many in basket? Okay. Please be careful. There's a quarter of the stock. No, there's already some gone, right? How many did I start with originally? Okay, so loads of people already checked out. I'll be honest with you, right? There were 44 left, right? There's 44 left, but there are now 13 people got it in their baskets, right? 14 people got it in their baskets. Make sure you check out. 15 people got it in their baskets. Make sure you check out, though. Please make sure you check out. If you weren't watching earlier, I'll just go through it again very quickly. Look. So we have the instructions. It comes in the... No, it's not your fault, Hannah, at all. There's the box. There's the box. Comes in there. Now, that makes it even more exciting because you get over 8.9 metres of fabric. So you get almost 9 meters of fabric in here. You get all the instructions. I'll show you in a minute, it's very close too. They're not half square triangles, some of them, they're slightly curved. They're like Drunkard's Path. So in here, you get all the fabrics. There's enough for the front and the binding in here. And then there's all your instructions. And then look at all of this. All of these iconic William Morris quilt fabrics. They're all here. They're all here, look, aren't they? Strawberry Thief big. You've got the daisies. You've got small Strawberry Thief. You've got the little flowers. You've got the vines. You've got them. Oh, it's just amazing. All the different fabrics you get in there. And then if you could just show a close-up of that square for me. Can you see here? Look, they're curved. They've got a very, very gentle curve on them. Susie says it looks like tartan, doesn't it? Yes, that Moonbeams in a Jar is definitely a song. I also remember, it's not a pig. Would you rather be a mule, apparently? I thought you changed each verse changes, doesn't it? The first one's, would you rather be a mule? Would you rather be a pig? Would you rather be something else? I'll have a listen to it later. 119.99. Okay, half the stock's in baskets now. Half the stock's in baskets. It's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. 119.99, 2 split payments of 59.99. If you checked out earlier when it's 149, you won't pay that because nothing. You see, you've checked out and everything, but it hasn't been taken off your credit card yet. It doesn't get taken off your credit card till it goes through the system in the warehouse. So that's how we can do things like that. 190. Look at it. It's gorgeous. What a beautiful quilt. This looks fantastic, doesn't it? It does look like a tartan, doesn't it? Okay, when Hannah moves into her Monarch of the Glen house, she'll have it there, she says. Oh, she's going to have, like Little Paul's got a Game of Thrones room, she's going to have a Monarch of a Glen room. Our friend Aileen was in that. £59.99 twice on split pay makes £119.99. Keep going through, though. Keep going through, keep going through. It's beautiful. I love that lemon one there. Le lemon. Good morning, says Carol. Good morning. Isn't it lovely? Right, do I need to do anything else or I'm going to go for a break? Okay. When we come back after the break, we're going to be doing a quilt with Sallieann. Now, this is one block from it. Already going on pre-order. Morning, John. Loved the quilt and snapped it up, says Carol. Not keen on the green print. Oh, hang on. How much is it so I can substitute it? Right, hang on a sec. Which green? Hang on, look. Look, which green? The bright green, S. S is 70 centimetres. 70 centimetres you need of the green. Do you mean, hang on, do you mean the bright green? Who was it? Carol? Carol? Do you mean the bright green? It's 70 centimetres of the bright green. That's good, isn't it? But you could mix it with any William Morris fabrics, couldn't you? Any of them at all. Get a couple of you get that lovely fat quarter bundle. Put some of those in it. Anyway, we are going for a break now. After break, Sallieann will be here. Look at the mess we've got to tidy up. Sallieann will be back. Actually, she hasn't been on yet, has she? Sallieann will be in to do a quilt, a Moda quilt, and we will see you in 4 minutes from now.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Hi everyone, I'm Yvonne McAtamney. I'm a patchwork and quilter, and what do I do the rest of the time? The rest of the time I actually own and try and manage Village Fabrics in the town of Wallingford. How did I start my sewing and journey? Well, I've been sewing since as long as I can remember. I started out dressmaking with my mum and my big sisters, and since then I've tried my hand at most things and have finally ended up with patchwork and quilting. And I think that's probably due to one of Eleanor Burns' Quilt in a Day books. Let me assure you, you don't make a quilt in a day. But it's been a passion of mine for the last 25 years, and I'm still at it, so there's hope for us all. So what do I enjoy sewing? Well, I like to do a bit of most things, to be honest, but my favourite thing is anything to do with my Japanese fabrics. So as you can see, we've moved to a different part of the shop, and here we are in another of my favourite corners. And I really enjoy combining the lovely Japanese fabrics with some hand stitching and hand quilting. So I've moved to the permanent Christmas room at my shop here, and as you hopefully can tell, this is quite a large shop here, so most of my time is involved in keeping this running successfully. So I don't really have a lot of time for claims to fame. So what I suppose I could say is that my claim to fame is actually managing to manage John Scott. I'm sure he'll take that the way it's meant, so love you lots, John. My top tip is that children's colouring in books are a really valuable resource whenever you're crafting. You've got nice, clear outlines that can become templates for your applique work, or you can transfer them and use them as quilting patterns. I can't draw, but I can create lots of things using bits and pieces from things like children's colouring in books. Give it a try.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos, and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
I was right. Remember I said you'd rather be a pig. Apparently it's a pig is an animal with dirt on his face. They're the words I couldn't remember. Thank you, Carol. Bing Crosby sang it. But there was one verse with mule, another one with pig. So there you go. Right. I need to tell you before we go any further, a third of the stock of these have gone already. A Moda quilt for £99.99, 2 split payments of $49.99. It's the Moda Warm Winter Wishes quilt kit, 157 by 188 centimetres, which I think makes 62 inches by 74 inches. Now, there's a picture of this is the finished thing. There's the finished thing. Oh, yes, the red on the box is a bit misleading. This isn't part of the quilt. The quilt finishes there. No, there, that's it. Now, let's just open the box then, and let's see what's in here. So, you get your Warm Winter Wishes throw. There's all your fabric requirements there. Special thanks to, and all your instructions. Let's have a quick look in here. Oh, very thorough instructions, look. All about how you cut, how you put together. Oh, look, there you go. Now, I will talk to Sallieann in a second, but she says it's very easy, very good for a beginner, this, even though it doesn't look like a beginner quilt. Very, very good for a beginner quilt. Warm Winter Wishes, that's your instructions. Then yours will come all wrapped like this in the polythene. Oh, beautiful Moda oh, clever. Right, so this is your base. These are your base fabrics here. You've got your pine sprigs. Are they pine? Oh, fir sprigs on cream. And then you've got your little fir sprigs on cream there. They're slightly different fabrics. Then you get these. They're lovely, aren't they? Lovely wintry fabrics, but to keep you warm. They're all very, very tonal, aren't they? They're lovely. But then, look, you then obviously get all these 2.5-inch strips. Oh, no, look at the colours in there. Before I open that, look at all the colours in there. Ooh, looks like a fig roll, doesn't it? Again, you've got all the beautiful tonal, but these are your 2.5-inch strips. You've got the creams. You've got the taupes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look, they're lovely, the ones with green on them. Then you've got that really, really rich red, dark brick red. Then you've got your darker greens. Then you've got your bottle greens there. They're lovely, aren't they? How stunning to get all of those 2.5-inch strips. And now, if you're watching the show yesterday, had this panel for sale on its own. Do you remember? Because we were saying, oh, what would you make out of it? And we were saying coasters or placemats and things like that. Well, you use the squares to go within this quilt. Oh, lots more in baskets. Lots more in baskets now. Now, can we see a picture of Sallieann's blocks that she's made already? Just so you can just see what a block looks like, you see. So you've got the different fabrics, you've got the 2.5-inch strip fabric in there, but you also got something from the panel as well in there. And there's the other one. Isn't that lovely? They're the blocks, obviously. And then when you put the blocks together, you've got your borders and your sashing and things like that. There it is, you see. So obviously those two big bits of cream are for the outside border and the inside border. Then you're going to make your own border. No, not borders, are they? Sashing or borders of the kind of little check. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? So I'll just quickly go through all that. For $99.99, you get the panel, which I'll fold up now. You get all of those 2.5-inch strips. You get these, which they look like fat, are they fat 8s? Let's have a look. No, long 8s, long 8s. Long quarters? No, that's a long 8th, I'd say that was, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, it's a long 8, that one looks like, doesn't it? But you get the whole width of fabric by about 5 inches. That looks like 5 inches. Then you get your 2 big sections. So that's your outside border, that's your inside border. There's your instructions. All comes together in a lovely box. £99 and 99 pence. You can buy it on split pay if you'd like to. 2 split pay of £49.99. Now, when you take the split pay, you do not get charged any interest whatsoever, and it will be sent out to you when the first payment is taken. You don't have to wait to have paid for it all before it's sent out to you. And it's very simple. You'll have this done by Christmas. Lovely Christmas gift for somebody. Yeah. Right. Sallieann Harrison. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it sort of smacks of mince pies and sherry and candles, doesn't it?
Being warm,
Yeah.
being cosy and everything. A family hug is what it's like. So now you're saying it's quite easy then, is it?
Yeah, it's very straightforward.
Okay, then.
And it's a very clever design because basically it's very simple blocks. Let's see if I can show you some of the blocks. There we go, that's probably a good picture to show you. So it's very simple, straightforward, 9 blocks.
Are they all the same or are they all different?
They're all, there's a combination of block 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there's 4 different types.
Okay.
And then it's just sashed together.
To create all those other block
Yes.
looking.
Yeah.
Now I just need to explain something. There is something hanging on the wall behind Sallieann. Don't look at me, look at Sallieann. That is it's a smaller version and not the right colours, but that will give you an idea of what it looks like. But yours will be bigger than that, and the colours will be more intense than that, and yours will be in focus. Right. No, not for the camera, because Sallieann's in focus, look. It's just the quilt that's not in focus. Anyway, sorry, I just had to show that. Just in case people thought they were getting that size, because theirs is going to be bigger than that.
Yes, it will be. I can't remember
lovely.
what size it finishes.
I can tell you that.
not
It's
small.
62 inches by 74 inches, which in centimetres is 157 by 188. Right.
So from my point of view, that sort of quilt size is prime for basting, using basting spray.
Oh, yes, good.
Because I always say I would use basting spray up to about 70 inches.
Right.
And after that, I'd probably send it to a long armour.
Right.
But up to 70 inches works really well to baste it yourself and quilt it yourself.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that would be a way around that one.
So how do we start? Where do we
Okay,
start?
so I wanted to start off with the actual panel itself because I jumped in and made a little bit of a boo-boo straight away.
Oh, that's not like you.
It is like me. And I thought, quite wrongly, that if I cut all of these out and I started to cut them out on the line all the way
Yeah.
around, they were the right size, but they are not the right size.
Okay.
Okay. So I lost 2 of mine by doing that. Basically, they're a little bit bigger.
Okay, so it's not like you're going to if you cut that out, you need to cut it smaller than that. It's not like they're too small.
Oh no, you just need to cut a little bit. So if I show you,
Yeah.
I did start to cut round 1. Where's it gone to?
There.
Is it? Oh, here it is, yeah. Yes, that one. So, put the glasses on. Right, I'm just going to cut this one out really too big.
Yeah.
Right, so give it a press. And then you're going to need to cut it. It's 5.5 by 6.5.
Are they all the same? The ones
Yeah.
you're cutting are all going to be the same size, yeah?
So you need to make sure that you've got enough. So I'm going to remember it's 6.5 across. Just double check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would try and centre the word. Yeah, if that makes
Do
sense.
you think what I think I might do? I might cut the square that I need out of like template plastic or something like that, not to cut it, but to be able to get the writing in the right place or something. You know what I mean? Like, because you're going to cut that out now
Yeah.
and lose a bit of the border and everything. So you've got to decide where you're going to cut it, haven't
Yeah.
you? So I'd kind of get a bit of template plastic, 6.5 by 5.5, and just move it around so you can see where the writing's going to be within the 6.5 and 5.5.
Well, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And you could also do that with freezer paper, like a
yes.
freezer paper
Frame.
frame.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just going to cut this one off.
We had freeze paper in the last hour. We didn't show it, so we can put that through.
So then you're going to go,
Yeah, so you're cutting off really the gold.
yes, 6.5 this way. And then 5.5 this way. So you actually need a little bit more. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so the way, lengthwise, you're cutting a bit of the gold off.
Yeah.
But this way, you're going, oh, I see. So if you've cut the square out following the lines, it's going to be too small now. You will have wasted it because you will have cut, if you cut out that on the lines, you'd have missed out that green and green on the top.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
bottom,
So that's
wouldn't
what I did. I cut it off here and here,
Yeah.
and then I went back to it and thought, oh, it's not
Yeah.
big enough now.
Yeah.
And the other thing, once you've cut one, the other thing I did is I just laid them on top of the panel then going
Oh,
forward.
yeah, good idea.
That's, you know, that's a way around it. You've done one, grab hold of it, put it on top of the panel, and just cut round it. That's another way of doing it. But yeah, so don't fall into the same trap that I did.
Yeah. We're down to single figures already on this. Single figures already on this one.
Okay.
Oh, Jan Hill sending you a big wave.
Good morning, Jan.
I bet she's still in bed. She'll be in a nightie.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, should she take the dogs for a walk?
Yeah, I was going to say, she's probably up and out with the dogs,
Yeah,
isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you say, very thorough instructions. It gives you all the cutting to start off with. And I've spoke about, I mean, some people like to cut that way, cut it all out in one go,
Yeah.
and then start sewing. I personally like to sort of make one block and be happy with that. I mean,
Yes.
it's personal
Yeah,
preference,
exactly.
really. So, as I say, all the cutting is here, and then it goes into making the subunits of each block.
Right.
So I'm going to make the subunits, and then I'm going to make a block one, which is
Right,
this
yeah.
one. Okay, so I'm going to make all the elements that complete a block one.
Perfect.
And then hopefully I'm going to join it to the others that I've already made.
Lovely.
Okay.
So you've done a block one
And a block three, yeah.
already. So you're doing the top line of
Yes,
the quilt.
I'm doing the top
basically.
line, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to make an A unit, which needs a D.
So you cut all your fabrics. Now, is it all 2.5 inch strips?
So these came out of the jelly roll,
Right.
because there's jelly roll in there, isn't there? Then there's yardage.
Yes, you've got
and
jelly roll, yardage, panel, and those long 5 inch width of fabrics ones as well.
We're calling them, what were we calling them?
I called it
Long eighths.
a long eighth. I
Yeah.
called it. Yeah.
Okay,
I haven't got my tape measure, so I can't measure it.
okay. So this is going to take 2 E units.
So when you've cut it out, they've given each piece a letter, have
Yes,
they?
they have.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a B to go in the middle. Right, okay, so I don't know if you can see. So I'm at step 1, I've got 2 E units, B unit in the middle and a D. I'm going to join those 3 and join it to that one.
Okay.
Okay. I would say that when you're sewing with a jelly roll like this and it's got that perforated, or what do you call it?
Zigzag
edge.
Pink.
Make sure that your 1/4 inch actually goes right on the edge of that zigzag. Do not be tempted to sort of go on the inner zigzag, if you understand what I mean. Go
Yeah.
on the outer fabric, because you'll lose a little bit all the time.
Okay.
Okay. So,
June says, I love watching you two together.
morning, June. Thank you.
Oh, she did. She was waving to you, June, but you missed it.
Okay. So I would pin these. But I'm
Okay.
just going to whip
Did you
through
best
them.
press?
And I would best press as well.
Yeah. Now, this is why you were saying earlier it'd be good for a beginner, because you've just got short, straight lines at this point,
Yeah.
haven't you?
So it's going to really help you develop your 1/4 inch seam, isn't it? Working with these. Okay. And I'm just going to finger press mine out.
Okay, so did you
Towards the
did you press
darker.
any particular directions? It
Towards the
matter?
darker one.
Oh, towards the darker.
Yeah, so that you don't get any shadowing in the
Yeah.
cream fabric. And then I'm going to add the top piece. I sew with the seams up so I can actually control them. I'm just going to take that down slightly. But I mean, it's up to you because I always sew with a baggy bottom.
I know. That's what I was waiting
did you
for.
knew
I was leading into baggy bottoms.
See, you were leading me down
you
that
were like,
path.
yeah, I'll do it this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
like baggy bottoms. Okay, so as you can see with this, this is just slightly longer on the bottom than the top. So I would always put the longer piece on the bottom because the bottom feed on a sewing machine is much more effective than the top feed, and you're likely to actually get rid of that excess.
Also, even if they were the same size, I'd still do it with the seams upwards because, like you say, if they're underneath, they can get caught in the feed.
Yeah, you can't control it then.
Yeah, and you can stitch the wrong way. Good morning, John and Sallieann. Have a great day, says Donna Elizabeth. We will, thank you, Donna Elizabeth.
You.
That's what. Okay, so now, if everybody checks out, they've all gone. If everyone checks out, they've all gone.
Okay, so that's your first A unit. Now I'm going to go on to step 2 and make the B unit. So I need 2 E's and an F.
Right.
2 E's. F. It's like being on a game show, isn't it?
That's what?
It's almost like being on a game show. Yeah.
Well, I used to hate that. I used to get so stressed when they had to put all those blocks together to make the K shape or whatever it was they had to do, and I could never do that under pressure.
I've fiddled with the 1/4 inch on this because I've been moving the needle around. So, have you got this machine?
I've got the 680. Which one have you got there?
Yeah, 680.
Right, you want 0.6 is your 1/4 inch seam.
Is it?
Yeah, so press clear. If you press clear at the
yeah,
bottom.
Yeah, so I've got it. I've got it. There you go.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's your 1/4 inch 0.6.
See. Okay. So again, I'd press it towards the darker one.
So it's best to follow their guides, isn't it? Otherwise your pattern might go a little bit awry. Even though it looks like a random pattern,
yeah,
I'd stick to what they've done. I wouldn't think, oh, I'm going to go rogue on this and just put them wherever I fancy. I'd actually follow what they told you to do, for where to put which colour and everything.
Okay.
Please note the nails have been painted to match in with the quilt. There they are.
See? It's making an effort.
Except there's one glittery nail there, I notice.
Oh no, there's 4 glittery ones, look.
4?
Yeah, and the thumb.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the thumbs yet. I meant one on each hand, but yeah.
Okay, so that is the B unit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now we need
Terry says good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Terry. Morning.
Let's make a D unit now. So we need an E, a B.
It must come together quite quickly. I suppose the cutting out will take the time, and then the actual putting the blocks together, once you've got them all labelled up like you have, it's quite easy. You just go 1 D, 2 E's.
Yep. I suppose it depends how much sherry you've drunk, doesn't it?
Well, none. If it's 9:30 in the morning, hopefully, Sallieann Harrison. How's your handsome husband?
Oh, he's all right. He's fine.
Just all right?
Yeah, he's home working today.
Oh, he won't be. He'll be watching the telly. He'll have us on.
He's been watching the cricket lately.
Oh.
There's some final of cricket.
I don't know. It's a bit cold for cricket. In England, or is it abroad?
No, in England. In England, I think.
Oh, okay. I suppose
Not
you're
sure.
taking lots of notice.
Yeah,
of what's
exactly. I'm taking no
happening.
notice whatsoever.
Terry says, good morning. You both brighten up this very wet and dreary day. Is it wet and dreary outside? We haven't got any windows. We haven't seen the light yet. It was so dark this morning.
It was
wasn't
really,
it?
really dark.
Like I know it's dark in the morning, but for some reason this morning it was really, really dark.
Okay. So I am going to baggy bottom this one, and I'm going to put that on the bottom.
Oh right, even though it's got the seam.
Even though it's got the seam, because it's just slightly longer.
And how are you boys?
Oh, they're fine. Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Busy?
Yeah. The oldest one's just got a new job.
Oh, yeah.
And the younger one, well, yeah, she's just the younger one. He's still home.
I was going to say, not left home yet, then.
No, he's still home.
Must be
He
about-
talks about it every so often.
What about leaving?
About leaving, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going. It's
But
not
it
going
never
to.
actually happens.
No.
Okay, so that's my D. So now I just need to make an F, which is this one.
Becky Alexander Frost's watching.
Morning, Becky.
She says, good morning, John and Sallieann.
Haven't seen her for ages.
Oh, it's
Is she
best
better?
way.
Is she better?
Oh, yes. Now, she went to London
Yeah.
and she wasn't very well. She had to come home early. You're right, Becky Alexander Frost, Becky Frost, Alexander Frost. Buffer. She doesn't drink, does she? No, she didn't have too much to drink then. She must probably had too many Liberty cakes or something like that.
Okay. Right. So now is the fun bit to assemble the block.
So we've done all the little blocks now. You just got
Yep.
It does come together quickly, doesn't it?
So this is in here.
Stop muttering.
This is in here. Oh,
There you go.
unfortunately, look, I've ended up with all the same red in the middle.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't matter, does
Yeah.
it?
Okay, so then you're just going to assemble the rows. And again, look, I still haven't pressed it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather finger press as I go because there's less distortion that way.
Yeah.
And only sort of press at the end.
And when you press at the end, you press dry or with steam?
I tend to press dry.
Yeah. Now Yvonne says, I'm enjoying the show from our caravan in Rill. We used to go to Rill and Prestatyn when I was little. Yvonne, is it not cold? June says, my youngest has just left home. It's so tidy and quiet here. Don't know what to do with myself. Well, she's getting the spare room ready for me. See, I'll be moving in soon. Oh, no, hang on. Last few days of isolation as something... Oh, I don't... Have you done your spell? It came back with a nasty virus from London. That's why you go to that there, London. I think that's what it says. Anyway, last few days of isolation as... No, but it might not be COVID. It just might be like a virus that she got, mightn't it? Yvonne says it's mild today in Rill. Actually, I say that. It was 12 degrees when I drove in. It wasn't cold, it was just wet and dark. Well, you went to do something there. Sorry, Sally.
Yeah, I was just thinking as I'm doing this, one thing that I've never spoken about on here are leaders and followers, and it's something that I don't do very much.
Right.
But I know that it helps beginners.
Right, so what is it?
So a leader and a follower is just a piece of fabric that you put under the machine, and you start from that leader or follower and finish it onto the leader and follower, and it helps you keep that 1/4 inch seam straight.
Oh, okay. And also it stops any digging. What's it called when the machine eats the beginning of a seam? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Some machines out there, it's the throat plate, isn't it? It's how wide you can do a stitch. So if you're sewing a straight stitch on a zigzag throat plate,
Yeah.
you've got that wider hole.
Yes.
And some machines like to sort of try and push
Push
it
the
down.
fabric through, yeah.
Where using this, you actually eliminate that
Yes.
sort of pushing it down into the big
And then
machine.
you just cut it off afterwards?
Yes, you
just
just
use
keep
the
going.
same bit over and over again?
Over and over again. So we'll
Oh, no, she has got COVID. Oh, no.
So you just sew off the leader or follower and straight
Uh-huh.
into the seam. So this is a longer seam, and I've also put some pins in it. So I'm just going to
Okay,
cut it off. So I'm going to cut it off the end
right.
and put it back in.
Oh, okay, use the same one.
Yeah. So you also use less thread,
Yeah.
so you're ready to go again.
I suppose if you're chain piecing, you'd leave that there,
Yeah.
like you have done, and put your next one through, yeah.
So it's just a little tip that helps
Yeah.
with a 1/4 inch seam and also saves you thread. Okay, let's do the bottom row.
think Emma's not seen anybody for a few days. She hasn't stopped talking since we started. Her boyfriend doesn't talk very much, you see, so she likes to come in here to chat. How are we doing with the checking out? Right, and how many are there left? Hang on, how many did you start with? I can do that. Oh, too many people. Too many people got it in their baskets. And how many haven't checked out? Sorry, 15. Okay, there's 15 people got it in the basket. There's only 12 left.
It is very classic Christmas, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
something like 1940s,
Yes,
like
it's
a postcard.
tradition. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So again, I'm just going to grab it from the end, pop it back under. Okay. Now I'm going to join those two segments together. I might give them a bit of a press at this stage,
That's
actually.
fine, yeah. Oh, yeah, because especially going to be going over seams,
Yeah.
aren't you, and things, yeah.
So because the way I've done it, I can't set it like I would,
Yeah.
but I'm going to do it this way instead. So I'm thinking about this one. You think to yourself, well,
Which way is it gonna go,
Go
yeah.
exactly, and you want it to go over towards the darker one because you don't want any shadowing on that white.
Yeah.
You want your white to look white,
Yes,
not sort of
exactly.
grey on the corners.
Morning, John and Sallieann. Loving the demo. It's making up for the wet, grey day we're having here in Cumbria, says Kerry. Oh, everyone's having a wet, grey day today, aren't they?
Morning, Kerry. Is that Kerry from the
Cumbria.
from Living in Loveliness?
No.
Oh.
No. She's... I don't know where she lives, actually.
I thought she lives quite locally, didn't she?
She what?
She lives quite locally. We share a bin out there, you see. We
A bin?
Yes, a bin.
Oh, you don't mean a rubbish bin?
No, not a rubbish bin, a sample bin.
Oh, right. Oh, they're all... Since they've moved all the shelves, they've all got muddled up. We started trying to tidy them up the other day. It's a nightmare. We will get there.
Okay, let's make sure I got this the right way around.
Denise. Hello, Sallieann and John. Love Sallieann's demos.
Thank you.
It's going to be nice weather for you to visit Cornwall, John. Lots of love from Denise. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to Liscard tomorrow.
Are you?
Yes.
Ooh. Any particular reason?
Yes, at Stuart House in Barras Lane, Marina Higgs is having a private viewing of her paintings. And I'm going to cut the ribbon on the door to let people in. And then I've got to serve tea.
Oh, nice. What sort of paintings?
That she does, she's brilliant. She does like animals, lots of animals, but she does portraits of people's dogs and things. And I don't know how she does it because she just goes like this. It doesn't even look like she's concentrating, right? And then it's like, so when my sister-in-law's Schnauzer died, she did a portrait of him, and it was like Mr. Scruff. It was incredible. It was
Wow.
fantastic. And then just recently, my sister-in-law had to have another operation, so she wanted to get a present for the surgeon, and the surgeon, lady surgeon, had chihuahuas.
Oh, right.
So she did a painting of the chihuahua, and it was just fabulous. And it's really weird because it doesn't look like a photograph. It's like I don't want to say a cartoon, but it looks like but it looks like them. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful, and she uses lovely bright colours. But they've got horses and sheep and pigs and things like that. So they're all these animals with characters and everything. She also does seascapes and all sorts of things like that.
That's a long way for you to go, though, isn't it?
Well, they're friends of mine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, back to this. So as you can see,
Oh,
with
apparently
this
our Kerry lives in Wolverhampton.
Oh, okay.
Wolverhampton.
Yes. So if you can see here, so I got a couple of the seams wrong before I started because I didn't have it in the right mode.
Oh no!
I have got an even more baggy bottom than I would
Right.
anticipated, but that's quite good because it shows you that I'm going to put that on the bottom, and I've got a pin either end, and I'm going to get rid of that.
Right.
Okay. lots of people are always tempted to cut their fabric,
Yeah.
and it's not a good thing to do, to trim it. Oh, I'll just trim it away. Well, please don't trim.
No.
Just ease it. So I'm putting a few really fine pins in here, just easing it, and it will fit. So I'm going to sew off my. Can you see then it makes it just easy to line up and go on to the next one. Let's just find that one. Ooh, went a bit too far that time, but okay. So this time I will press it and set the seam. It's just a dry iron, and then I'm going to just use that. Just go in there. Okay. Right.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to stop you there because I need to do some backing bundles.
Okay.
And then we'll come back. Don't do anything. You're not going to miss anything at home.
Okay.
I just need to show you because they've all basically gone. I just need to show you the backing bundles that we've done. Claret first. Oh, it's about to sell out. That's why we're doing it. It's about to sell out. So you get 5 metres of claret here. Saving £1.50. You can use it for anything. You don't have to just use it for this. Now, obviously, you are going to have to patch the back. Because, not patch it, piece it, because that's only 44 inches wide and the quilt's a lot wider than 44 inches. What you could do is do 2 strips. I wonder if there's any fabric left just to do a few patches on the back. I'll have to work that one out. I imagine there will be a bit. £33.40, you're saving £1.50. That's about to sell out. Please be careful if you've got that in your basket. Sage, this is my favourite one. Now, there's no actual sage in the quilt itself, but I think that would be quite a nice backing, that one. 5 metres. Says there, look, in big, bold writing, 5 metres. £33.40. That'd be just nice to have. Lovely if you need a 5 metre bundle of sage. And then I've got the silvery grey one. Yeah. So this is again 44 inches wide, this one. £33.40 for your 5 metres. So the thing is, you don't need to use it as a quilt if you don't want to. Just have that in your stash for some other project because you're getting £1.50 off. Okay. Then I've got 2 extra wide backings here. So on these aren't bundles, these are by the ½ metre. So you'd only need to buy, because it'll be wide enough to go across, won't it? It's 108 inches wide. So this one here is your Shadows Light Grey. Hey, oh, still at Hannah's pricing, this one. £108 inches wide, this one. 180, you say? Yeah, it's 224 centimetres, 108 inches wide. £8.99. That you can buy by the ½ metre. So if you want ½ metre to do cushion backs, you can do. If you want 3 metres for a huge quilt, you can do. So for this one, where's the box? You'd only need... Right, hang on. So it's 108 inches wide. So if you did it, it depends which way you did it. You'd only need the drop of it. You don't need, 62 inches. So you'd need 1.5 metres, would you? No, you'd need to get 2. Oh, no, you can twist it around the other way. Hang on, let me work this out. I'm getting confused now. Yes, you are. So it's 108 inches wide, the fabric. This is 62 inches wide, so you have plenty that way. So you want the drop of 74 inches. So then more than that, 78 inches. So that's 2 metres. You need 2 metres of it for 4 units, yeah. And you'll have lots of left over because you'll have all down the side left over, but there'll be no seams in the backing whatsoever. And then last but not least, we've got this one. 108 inches wide. This one's a different make, I think. This one's Henry Glass, this one. £12.99, the Stars Parlour. Oh, no, hang on. Stars Parlour Pretties. Lots of words there, isn't there? Okay, a few questions here. Julie had her operation quite a while ago. She's fine now. We had it before we went on holiday. She's absolutely fine, thank you. It was just that, don't need to go into details, but when she had her breast cancer, she had to have a reconstruction, and one of the reconstruction gone wrong, so she had to have it reconstructed again because it was hurting her. When Sallieann changed it to the number 6, the 1/4 inch, did she leave the stitch to the default 1.8? What size stitch are you stitching?
No, I turned it up to 2. I've got it at 2.8, 2.5, 2. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she took it up bigger.
Yeah.
And then there was another question then. Princess says, why would you not trim it? Remember you said don't trim it down, ease your baggy bottom in. Why would you not trim it?
Because it's safer to work with what you've got and have a consistent error with what you've got than to trim the odd block as you go, because you introduce a new error.
Yes, and also, yes, exactly. If you just put it down and trim the end off, you've not got enough fabric in that next box, so you're creating another error.
Yeah.
You're better off easing in the baggy bottom, because because you still need that amount of fabric to sew into all the other seams, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, so let's get... I don't need to do anything else, do I? Please check out your baskets. People are going to miss out on the quilt. Right, so let's just see what you're doing now then.
Nearly forgot there's another 2 pieces just to go around the edge.
Sorry, that was my fault. So they're longer pieces to go down the side.
Yeah, so they're longer pieces to go down the side. Right. So again, you're going to follow the same sort of technique. Pin either end. So I would put a pin through those places where you know you've got a seam. Because again, what I'm doing is I'm putting that one, even though it's got those seams in that I can't see on the bottom because it's slightly baggier.
This is why also it's very important to do, I know we've sewn all of that on one machine, but we changed, it's not your fault, but we changed the setting halfway through, and just doing that can just, if you'd done it all on the same stitch from the minute, you wouldn't have any of these baggy bottoms, would you? No. It would all fit together. And I'm not picking on Sallieann. She's looking at me going, "Oh,
no, I'm not. I'm not thinking that.
But go on.
What I'm going to say is, I've got a quilt on my wall at home, which is about this big, and I sewed it on. I've got a 221. I've got 2 of them, an English Singer and another one, and I sewed it on the same machine, and the end of that quilt is it's the same machine, slightly narrower than at the other end, because of the difference in the setup of the machine.
Of the American, so it's exactly the same machine, but one American, one English.
Yeah, and both with a 1/4 inch foot, but that whole quilt is slightly narrower at one end than it is at the other.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of important to always do it. It's like when guests do half a block at home and then come in here, they could have exactly the same, like Stuart's got this machine at home, right? But he could come in and sew it on this one, or I could do it on my one from home, and they're all different. So that's why when you quilt piecing, it's really important to do it on the same machine, on the same setting. Yeah, and then you won't have baggy bottoms.
Well, in theory, you won't have baggy bottoms. No. But in practice, if you're a beginner, you probably will. But don't get hung up. And definitely don't go in there and go, oh, I'll just chop that bit off.
No.
Because you'll set yourself...
When I first started at Wimbledon, that's what I used to do when my scenes didn't join. I was doing dresses and clothes. So I just said, oh, chop that bit off. And then you realise that your hem's all over the place, or one sleeve's a bit shorter than the other.
Yeah. People do tend to do it a lot with borders, and that also makes me... Get a border that is far too long for a quilt, sew it on, and then sew on exactly the same the other side, and then cut either end. What they don't realise is they could have, I don't know, a couple of inches more on one side than the other, just because of the way they've handled it and put it through the machine. Yeah. And then your whole quilt is unsquare. Yeah.
Like the one hanging on your wall?
Like the one hanging on my wall, yeah. Exactly. So I'm just going to finger press down that one and then attach the top one.
So now that's a complete block, is it? There,
Yes.
What we've done there?
Yeah, so we've now got 3 complete blocks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So one's got the stripe at the bottom and one's got the stripe at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they go in a row like
Okay.
this.
But they don't get sewn together like that, do they?
No, there's some sashing that goes in between.
Okay.
The sashing, I've sort of pre-made some strips already.
Oh, that's like a cake. That does. I'm watching Great British Bake Off. And
A
they just do
cake?
lots of, look, I can see 2 sponges and like some coffee buttercream in the
Oh, I
middle.
see what you mean.
Like a Victoria sandwich.
Yeah.
I think I might be hungry. I've only had a boiled egg so far.
Okay, so basically you're going to take width of fabric strips.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, that's these
Yeah.
then. That must be these.
Yeah, not from the jelly roll.
Not from the jelly roll and not from the big bits of fabric.
Yeah.
You've taken those
Yeah.
from these strips here.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Those make your buttercream pieces.
Yes, all right.
Okay. So.
Oh, hang on. Would you consider you? Oh, now we're doing Anne. We're not doing the home quilt till next hour. But she says, would you consider using felt to make your home quilt? It would be good to see how you make it. Well, we're not doing it with felt. Would you consider it to do it with felt?
Yeah, with felted wool or wool felt, yes, and that's what it's done with.
Oh, it's done with that.
Yes.
Your original's done with.
Yeah.
Our one today isn't though, is it?
No.
Our one today is done with fabric. So it's not felt. No, that's thrown me completely now, Anne, because that's in the next hour. We'll talk about that in the next hour. Sallieann's next hour. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to square off the end of this.
Okay.
So, yes, so these are...
It's a bit wobbly, that.
It's a bit wobbly, yeah. I'm not going to square it. So I'm just
There
going
you
to
go.
give myself a nice square edge. So can you see I've lined it up with the line in
Yeah.
the mat? Now, these need to be 16 and a half, so I'm just going to turn it around.
Oh, Anne said, okay. I'm not shouting at you, Anne. I'm just getting confused. I'm a man. I can't think of 2 quilts at the same time. Well, definitely, man. I'll definitely talk about it in the next hour.
So it's one of those. Let's make sure they're the right size. Yeah. And another one. I can't stop thinking of buttercream now.
Oh, sorry. So they sell cake in Greggs.
I've only got half a muffin from my break.
You've only got half a muffin. There's a Greggs out there.
The trouble is, if I go into Greggs, I'll buy a sausage roll.
Oh.
And they're not really good for you, are they?
Well, I don't know. Hannah thinks they're very good for her. That's why she's got a saggy bottom. Right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So that's brilliant. I was thinking you were going to be doing lots and lots of little thin sashing, but actually you're not at all, are you?
No, so you make it as a complete unit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So there you go. Let's sew them together.
Right, okay.
So apologies for this one being off. Let's sew him first, shall we? We still won't cut him though.
Have they all checked out yet, Hannah? And how many left? 6 not checked out, but 19 people want that last 6. You do the math, because Hannah can't.
Let's go back to my lead follower. Put that in. Other tips for sort of general piecing tips for someone who's new is use a needle down facility if you've got one.
Oh, yes. Most machines do
Use a
nowadays, don't they?
Use a 1/4 inch foot.
Shh. You two. No, you're not. They start discussing work and then they move on to boys. They don't like boys, they say. Boys are smelly.
Boys are smelly. Okay. You packing that one back up? You're not sneaking it home with you?
No, I'm not allowed to take this one home. 4 left, 4 not checked out, 22 in baskets. Oh, what's the matter? Jackie's asked a question. Where is it?
Morning,
Here.
Jackie.
Hello both, loving the demonstration. Quick question from a novice. Do you finish the seams with a zigzag stitch or pinking shears?
Nope. All you do is just do a 1/4 inch seam. You don't reverse, you don't zigzag, and you just press them to one side.
Yeah. Reason being is you're going to get a layer of wadding, which we'll talk. Oh, actually, we're going to talk about. We're going to run out of time. The reason that looks like it's a zigzag is you have got some design rolls, jelly rolls in there, which have got a zigzag edge. You don't, basically, on any piecing, you never finish the inside of piecing off, do you? Because you have your layer of wadding and you have your backing, so it's never ever going to be anywhere it shouldn't be. It's not like a seam on the inside of a dress or anything like that. Just press, either to one side. Well, different people press different ways, don't they? Some people press to one side, some people press open, but press the way the pattern normally tells you,
yeah. If you press open, though, with patchwork, you be aware that that's probably the weakest way you can press that seam.
Well, it's like when we first start making masks for people, they said don't press the seams open on them, press them to one side.
Yeah. I'm still being good and using my leader follower. I thought I'd have forgotten by now, but no. Okay. Yeah, and if you've got a knee lift, I'm a big fan of the knee lift as well.
Yeah. I never used a knee lift until I bought an industrial sewing machine, a Singer industrial sewing machine, which automatically had the knee lift on. And after that, it was really weird not to have it.
Yeah, once you get used to having a kney lift, your leg is like, whoa.
Yeah, and you get big muscles on your right hand leg.
That's it. Right, this is the last one now.
Oh?
The last seam in this row.
Yeah, that's good because we're about to run out of time.
Okay.
Oh, and the kits have they all gone? Oh. There's still 4 not checked out, but more than 20 of you got them in the basket. I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want you to miss out. If you really, really want it, there's only 4 chances left. And also, don't forget, someone could just ring up the call centre now and go, "I'll buy that," and it'll be theirs, and then there'll only be 3 left then. Because putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee it's yours.
I suppose if you wanted, you could also just turn them all into cushions, couldn't you? Because there's 9 blocks.
Oh yeah.
You could make 9 cushions.
You'd have a lot of fabric left over then.
You probably would, but you'd also.
I suppose you could do patch backs.
You know, if you were sort of like making for a group of sort of fellow sewists, they could all have, with a different wording on the front.
Yes, yeah.
For your community sew group, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, you definitely get 9 cushions out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, make sure you've got all the words up the right way.
Yes, don't be getting it wrong now, Sally.
Yeah, shall I turn it round that way? Is that a good
You have it towards you as though you're
right.
eating it. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. So that's the top row.
Hang on, just a little one pin.
Oh, one pin.
Ruining the look. There
Yeah.
you go. That's the top row.
And then for between the 3 and the next row, do you do a longer piece of?
Yeah, there's some more. So you start putting more of this in, so
Right.
it goes across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a piece that goes here and a piece that goes there.
Lovely.
And that is for a specific reason, because it stops the grid warping. Does that make sense? The sashing warping. So you've got a
'cause if you've
separate piece.
Yeah, if it's that long, I'm doing a big of a gesture here. If it's that long,
Yep.
it's more likely to warp than if you do lots that long, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen lots of quilts that have used like one long strip that way, and you can see everything sort of
Yes,
sliding
exactly.
one way.
Like the one on
So,
your
yeah.
wall.
Probably.
Right, Sallieann, that was brilliant. Thank
Okay.
you very much. Oh, did you want to say something else? Sorry.
No, I just wanted to say, so the next border out is just a cream border.
Right.
And then the next one out again is what they call a floating border, which is made out of your pieces that
Right.
you've got left over. And then the next one is a cream border. And then the binding is a 2 1/4 inch, I think a beige binding.
Yeah, it'd be the beige binding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic, thank you. Now, Sallieann, back in an hour with this one, where we can talk about it being fell tan. Oh, this quilt is sold out. This quilt is sold out now. Also, we're going to be dipping into a few of your patterns,
Yeah.
aren't we? So we'll see. This is one of them. We've got the Love Heart one. We've got the that one. We've got the one with the foldy backy bits that everyone absolutely adores. What
The
do you call
pouch, the Liberty pleat pouch.
There, that
yeah?
one. Everybody. Now, how many of those have you seen on the Facebook Live?
that's
Everybody adores those. We've
loads,
got
loads
that,
of them.
and then we've got another little, like a PVC bag, haven't we? With little. There,
Yeah.
look, beautiful.
Yep, the makeup bag.
Oh, and there's a hangy uppy one as well.
And then there's a little
Yeah.
quilt as well.
Beautiful. So Sallieann's going to be busy, even busier in the next hour. Join me after the break for Moda Fabrics. I've got some brand new Moda Fabrics, and every 15 minutes I'm going to be doing a Christmas bundle. I'll see you in 4.
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters, and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Hello, my name is Mark Francis and I'm a guest designer right here on Sewing Street. You may have seen me before. I don't know whether anybody has maybe tuned into the Great British Sewing Bee, but I was there for Series 6 reaching the quarterfinals. I'm now here on Sewing Street on your screens bringing you my very favourite sewing patterns for men, women and children for dressmaking and tailoring. So you can fill your stash and your collection with my very favourite fabrics and sewing patterns, including my very own range right here, exclusive to Sewing Street. Something you may not know about me. Now let's have a think. A lot of this has been covered on the Sewing Bee, but I am a Blue Peter badge winner. I know. I haven't worn it in a while. Slightly too old to get into Warwick Castle these days wearing it. But you never, do I pass for 16? I don't know. Possibly not anymore. And I'm also, hence the piano, a pianist I've been playing since the age of 7, when my school teacher at the time taught me, a little under duress from my mother because he thought I would be terrible. Turned out I wasn't. But there we go. Such is life. You never know until you give it a go. Have I just invented a new catchphrase? I don't know. You never know until you give it a go. Caption across the screen, please. Thank you very much. So do join me, popping up on your screens on here on Sewing Street, to bring you my very favourite sewing patterns and fabrics from across the range, including my very own range of sewing patterns from Sew Mark Francis, including this very Turlo shirt. More to come on a regular basis, so do keep tuned for that.
If you're you're a Sewing Street or Yarn Lane customer, no matter how many times you check out in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. So don't wait to add the item you want to your basket and check out. You will only pay one P&P even if you check out multiple times in one day. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on, so you never have to spend a minute without us.
I've got a Moda hour now, but before I do that, Hannah's got a Christmas 15 every 15 minutes, but she's realised she hasn't got 4 15 minutes now because we're running a bit behind. So these are the 4. We're going to do the first one now, which is this one. Limited. Now, this was in... this was in the project I've just done. I'm trying to think what it was now. Oh, I know, we had a quilt yesterday. Oh, of course. We had this yesterday, didn't we, in Susie Duncan's quilt. So, you get half a metre of the stripe. It's all 100% cotton, 44 inches wide, machine washable. You get half a metre of the blobs, and you get half a metre of the Christmas trees. All Moda. Look. Beautiful. They're from the Starflower, aren't they? They're from the Starflower range, which these are from. 9 left. I told you they were limited, didn't I? They're already flying out. Look. Where's the third one? I wonder what this one's called then. Blob. Oh, it hasn't got a name. It doesn't have a name, sorry. It's called Green Dots. Oh, I've just eaten. I've done very well with my coughing today, haven't I? And now I've just had a gluten-free biscuit and I feel like coughing now. There you go. That's what you get. Half a metre, half a metre, half a metre. £22.47. Lovely, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, shall we move on? Now, I showed you this quilt the other day. We haven't got this quilt made up, right? But I showed you this quilt the other day. Oh, well, nobody's packed the box very nicely, have they? I'm blaming Kat. In here, you get so much goodiness, I can't tell you. Right, so Hannah's got a picture, Emma's got a picture of it. There it is. So this was made by... Who? We have to find it because we have to create. We're only allowed to show the picture if we credit her. That's all. No. Anyway, we'll find it. I think it was something like Melissa or something like that, wasn't it? Anyway, it's $109.99, and you get 2 split payments of $54.99, and then all the instructions. I'll just show you the instructions here. All the instructions are here. It looks like a random, randomly put together quilt again, like the one Sallieann was just doing. And in a way, it's almost the same because you've got, I'll show you, you've got your panels in a minute, you've got your fabrics, but then you do make your star blocks in the middle with your half square triangles and everything. Oh, and flying geese, it says. Hang on. Oh well, flying geese go top of the star, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. These are all the fabrics you get. It's incredible, right? So you get this panel, first of all, with your big icons. Look. Look at the size of those. They're massive, aren't they? All to thee, my blessed Saviour, I surrender all. What else have I got here? Love watching Sallieann. She's so calm and unhurried. She is indeed, Susan. Tune my heart, sing thy grace. Even so, it is well with my soul. Strength for today, bright hope for tomorrow. Great is thy faithfulness. Anyway, they're gorgeous, aren't they? All those great big icons. So you get that panel first of all. Then you get a panel with smaller ones on. Oh, crikey. Hang on. Oh, it's making me a bit sniffly, that. Right, then you get this one. With the smaller icons, a big panel with the smaller icons, look. Same sort of icons, but just like, well, no, I'm not saying different colours, but you haven't got that bright yellow one in the big one. So they're not just versions, smaller versions of the bigger ones, but they're within a theme of, do you know what I mean? This is my story, this is my song. Oh, you can tell it's American. They've spelled Saviour the American way, look there. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Glynis, morning, John. Just checking in. Been with my dad. Watching now. Oh, hello, Glynis, my love. Or Glennis, sorry, Glennis. Right, so you get that panel as well. Then you get all of this fabric, right? This is your border, your binding, sorry, and it's within the quilt, the little blue ditzy flowers. Then you've got, this is called stitches in the orange. You've got stitches in the grey. You've got your little, I call these little tulips in your green. Then you get this lovely, I'll twist it that way so it's the right way, lovely, beautiful floral print there. This I absolutely adore. Now I have got a bundle of this fabric coming up in this hour. If you don't want to get the quilt bundle, but you like this fabric, I've got a bundle of this fabric coming up. So that's the rust leaves, peppermint leaves. You've got the vine one there. You've got your blue, your navy blue leaves, and you've got your cream leaves. You've got your flowers on a peppermint green. You've got your flowers. Oh, there's a lot of this one. There's a lot of that one. Heavy piece of fabric there. Then you've got your flowers on your navy blue. All of that, £109.99. 2 payments of $54.99. Oh, and you get the panels as well, obviously. And the instructions. Beautiful, isn't it? It's the songbook Fancy That Design House. It's 70.5 by 82.5 inches. Gorgeous. Right, I shall move on. Actually, while I'm here, shall I do the bundle that fabric? Because I've got brand new fabrics coming up in a minute, but I'll just do the bundle of fabrics of that range. Oh, nearly. Okay, you tell me. Now look, this is a bundle. Now some of these don't appear in the quilt. This is just what we had from the collection, look. That's that one, that's that one. That's the leaf one, the vine one, the other vine one, the stitch one, and the blue flower. Oh, this is a different bundle to we had the other day. So how much is in here? 6 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 6 meters of that fabric. Yeah, well caught. Thank you, Susan. £89.88. Moda Songbook Fabric Mega Bundle there. Beautiful. Now, some of the fabrics in the quilt appear here, and some, you know what I mean? It's just the range, because that doesn't appear in the quilt. And neither does that one, I don't think. But then in the quilt, you had the rust version of that, didn't you? Beautiful. Have a think about it, put it in your basket and check it out. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Don't worry. Moving on. Moving on. Right, let's do some brand new. Let's do something brand new. If you're wondering what the quilt behind me is, it was from the 8 o'clock hour this morning. It's a William Morris print. Very, very popular. Of Tochi, or do you call it Tokai? Tochi. This is... That's how you know I've got a 10-inch square, I've got a 5-inch square, I've got a jelly roll or design roll, and I've got panels from this range, just so you know. Brand spanking new today, $44.99. Just take those out. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they? Let me get in the right place. Right, here we go. These are the 10-inch squares. So they're Moda, designed by Debbie Maddy. She looks very happy. Let's have a look. So, oh, do you know what this is like? Shiburu and, you know that the fabric that, oh, come on, John. Chang Fabrics. Chang Fabrics. Look, aren't they beautiful? Oh, well, it's back. So you got them all in your blues to start with. Then, oh, look at that one. You've got them in your kind of, I don't want to call it yellow. What's the matter, Elliot? What have you lost? Why do you look so sad today? Might you? I would too. Look beautiful. Sitting on your own, all in the office. Tochi. Earth or land in Japanese, it means. It's by bamboo forests, the big cities, and indigo forests. Fields. Beautiful, isn't it? Does she not mention Shiburu? What were the two things? Yeah, it's like a Shibori design, isn't it? This is memories of when she was in Japan designing. They're not Shiburu, these obviously. They're prints that are inspired by Shiburu. Shiburu is where, I can just explain. There's two, aren't there? Shiburu and there's the other one where they use the paste, isn't there? Basically, what they do with Shiburu is it's an old art that is dying out and it's really, really worrying. But so in the villages outside in Japan, ladies and gents sit there with a piece of fabric and they sew knots and everything into the fabric. Then they dye the fabric. And when the fabric dyes, they take the knots out. And these are the designs that are created by the knots. And they're just amazing. Becky Swan, that's who I'm thinking of from Chang's Fabrics. She usually shows those, doesn't she? Anyway, £44.99. Yes, is it shibori you're thinking of? Yes, Adele, but there's another one, shibori and another one, isn't there? It's lovely though, isn't it? £44.99. You get 42 pieces in there. They're 10-inch squares. £44.99. Good luck on that one. Oh, gorgeous, isn't it? Right, moving on. Now, the 5-inch charm pack is exactly the same fabrics, but in the 5-inch charm packs. I'm not going to get this one out. I'll just show you this one. Now, the 5-inch charm pack. Oh, now, I was about to say at $14.99, these always fly out. $12.99. $12.99. $12.99. 5-inch squares. They're lovely, aren't they? Now, these always fly out. The 5-inch squares always fly out. Beautiful. Colours are beautiful. Very, very natural colours, aren't they? You've got your indigo. What can you see now? How would you describe that colour? Golden, isn't it? It's kind of golden. Ochre-y. Emma can't think of a word. Not for much longer. Beautiful. 3 different colourways in there. $12.99. Loads of you coming in for that. I'll stick with you for a little while. Keep going through. I can always come back to them. Okay. Blue. Now, these are panels. If you buy more than one of these, they don't come joined. Oh, these are lovely. Excuse me. How big is this panel? Oh, I love this. You see, now these aren't the prints. These aren't the prints from the 5-inch squares, are they? Now, these are definitely from traditional shiburu. Aren't they lovely? $13.99. Right, it doesn't say how big it is. Have you got the measurements? Okay. Tape measure. I know it's 100% cotton. Why aren't they putting the measurements on these things anymore? Hang on, let me go and have a look. Let me get my tape measure. It's here somewhere. Someone's had a tidy. Has Cat been in while we've been here overnight? Where have the black tape measures gone? It might have been who, did you say? No. So the actual panel measures I'm going to say 44 inches wide, even though the actual fabric itself measures 46. So is it? Let's have a look. Is that a metre then this way? Hang on. 34 inches that way. So the length is 34 inches, which is 87 centimetres by 44 inches. I love it. You see, now I know it's a completely different continent, but I've got a piece of fabric that I bought in Africa, which is exactly this colour, and then it's got gold, sort of gold daubed paint all over it. And I don't do anything with it. It just sits in a drawer because I love it so much. And how old must it be? I was doing Ghost in the Darkness in South Africa at the time. It must have been, well, I don't know how many years ago that is. Well, at least 20 years ago, isn't it? Oh, no, that's frightening. Anyway, I love it. I think this is beautiful. If you buy 2, they don't come joined together. Oh, I'm not surprised. Half the stock's gone. That's beautiful. I've got 2 other colours. Right, Becky Alexander Frost says this next one looks like French mustard. Ochre sand, French mustard, whatever you like. It's beautiful. Oh, look at this. What's she going to do with these? Oh, that is uplifting. That is reflecting so much light into the room. It's like sunshine. It's not yellow. It's definitely not yellow. Oh, I love it. I've got to say this because Hannah keeps telling me that with denim, she says, that with denim. A Fiona Hesford pattern. No, I think that's lovely. I'm just wondering what it would look like as a skirt. Mind you, you'd have to, well, no, you'd have to panel, seam them up. You can make a lovely, oh, I think that's beautiful. I kind of just want to pin it on the wall. In your workroom, have that pinned on your wall in the workroom, just as it is. And on a cold, wintry, grey day, I bet you, with your native lighting on, it's going to look gorgeous. Oh, Lo thinks it's French mustard as well. Oh, she's thinking of food, though. There's a surprise. Oh, yeah, Hannah saying make a notice board out of it, but then I'd be upset because I'd be covering the fabric. No, not just party invites, but photos. I've got photos on my pinboard that have been there for like 20 odd years, more than that now. No, I don't want a photo of you, thanks. I've got one burnt into the back of my memory, on my soul. Butterscotch, says Ellen. That's a nice one, butterscotch. Oh, how big are the squares? I bet they're 5-inch. Hang on. How big are the squares, please, from Sally in Bedfordshire? Oh, tell a lie, I've got that wrong. 6-inch squares they are. Oh, no. I think because they're a bit... they're meant... Hang on. So that's 6 1/8 that way. And 5 3/4 that way. I think they're all slightly... They can't be different, can they? 6 inches. 5.5 inch. I'm going to say you could easily get 5.5-inch squares out of them if you trim them down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? So that was the... what colour did they call it, sorry? Yellow. I'm not even going to attempt to say the words because I'll get it wrong and I'll upset somebody. Grey. This is Hannah's favourite, everybody. It's a bit different, isn't it, that one? Oh, yes. Yes, beautiful. Fiona said it would be amazing embellished with sparkle. Oh, wouldn't it? Get some seed beads from our sister channel. A lap quilt. Just back it and quilt it along the squares. Would it be big enough, though, for a lap quilt? I suppose it would. Oh, do you know what you might like to do? Ooh. What's that noise? Is there somebody behind this wall? Sounds like there's somebody behind this wall. Oh, it's not Jacko, is it? Has he got... Jacko, he works next door, but he wanders in here occasionally. He came in to do some painting and decorating, right? And he had a paper boiler suit on, which was see-through, and he'd taken his trousers off underneath so we could just see his little pants underneath. Bless him. And what? You know, I was on air the other day, and people came in and started measuring that studio next door. Yeah, knocking things over, pushing things around. I'll tell you why in a minute. $13.99. But Julia, yeah, that'd be lovely. What would happen if you bought it, right? Bought one of each colour and then re-sewed them back together, the 3 colours all mixed together. Do you know what I mean? And then quilted it. Be nice, wouldn't it? $13.99. Right, which one do you think's the most popular? The blue one. The blue one's the most, I suppose, because that's the most traditional, isn't it? That's what we're used to seeing, the indigo dyed. We're not used to seeing the butterscotch design. And what colour have we called this one? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, no, hang on. So get rid of that. The blue one's in the graphics at the moment. There you go. We've got a message, sorry. No. So this is the blue one, the most popular one here. It is beautiful. Look. You could make a pair of cushions with that beautiful panel. Carla, Michaela from Suffolk. Oh, you could. That'd be beautiful. No, I love this one. I love this one. You see, if I bought that one and that one, that would go really beautifully with the quilt that Jane Alcock made for me, because they're the colours in the quilt that Jane Alcock made for me. Yes, where have you been? Okay, yeah, but be careful, because if you buy the sheets, they're not English. Just explain, sorry. Hannah said she was in Zara Home recently, and they've got lots of things this colour, this yellowy colour, this, and then Emma said, Zara have got Home, and I said, yeah, but the sheets don't fit my bed. I think they're Spanish size sheets. Yeah. Anyways, lovely. So that's I'll come back to those, but they will sell out. I think the blue one will sell out today. Oh, we haven't done the design log yet. Oh, we didn't do the second 15-minute bundle, did we? Yeah, we'll do this, and then maybe we'll do 2 bundles at the same time, then catch up. Yeah. Right, here's the Tocci jelly roll. I haven't opened it because you've seen all the fabrics, haven't you? You've seen all the... Oh, sorry. My bad. Oh, it's moving it. Going wherever it fancies today. What's happening, Emma? Look, I'm not going to get it out because it's all the same fabrics that you've seen there. Yeah, log cabin in those. Well, that's what I've got. That's what I've got on my bed. Not made of this fabric, obviously, but those colours. Oh, beautiful. $44.99. Hello, John. How about joining the 2 panels together to make a big quilt, then stitch along squares? Lovely, Jackie. Good idea. Rather than doing lots and lots of squares, save you time. Have it done in the afternoon, couldn't you? Who's that from? Carla, were you not listening? I can't remember now. Did you not write it down to put it in the graphics? Why not? Right, it is 34 inches, which is 87 centimetres that way. And I think it's 44. Well, the panel itself is 44 inches wide. Then there's a bit of a selved edge on it, isn't there? So hang on. Yeah, 46 across, but the actual panel is 44, which is 114. That's how big it is. Thank you. You're welcome. Hannah will now write it down. And she'll tell Paul, who's in charge of doing the graphics. Okay, let's go. They've moved the table, right? That table is so much closer to the back wall. If you're not careful, you gouge your eye out on the end of the shelf. Well, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 2 now. I see. That's this one. Yeah. So this is icy. Oh, no, that's the same as the green dots had in the last one, wasn't it? Oh, is that a Rose and Hubble, that one? That's a Rose and Hubble. That's a Moda. That's a Moda. Metre and a half. £18.47. Only 8 of these left. They've been selling on, what's it called? Pre-order. I nearly said pot noodle then. I was like, I know that's not quite right. Been selling on pot noodle. Oh, Carla. I'm only messing. Don't apologise. Don't mess. Yeah, Hannah's meant to write things like that down, you see. She's still looking for a pencil. Moda Starflower Christmas Icy, this one's called. You get those 3 fabrics. Okay, keep going through for that one. Obviously, that one's not Moda. The white one's not Moda. Fabulous bundle, though, isn't it? Okay, and then last one of these is this one here. Now, this is lovely. I love this fabric. This is... Yeah. So now, that's Moda. That's... there's no still on the website for this one. Unusual combination, that, isn't it? $21.96. You get half a metre of the teal from Rose and Hubble, half a metre of the, I think that's emerald or fur, emerald from Rose and Hubble, and then you've got your 2 Christmas star flowers from Moda. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, lovely. That's nice, isn't it? You get this as well. You get that as well. Lovely. Right, I've got to go back to the table now. I'm going to tidy up though before I go. Yeah, you go to the still. What are we going to now then? Hustle and bustle we're going to now. Watch the shelf. Right, I know I've got boudoir. Oh, yes. This is not new. Well, it's new to me. I've not seen this before. Hustle and Bustle Basic Grey. Victoria Carrington. Oh, she's in again soon. Victoria Carrington. She's not on with me. Vic, she's talking about. Right, look. Oh, look. Gingerbread. Oh, it's very Tim Holtz. Oh, look. Bearded man with a Christmas tree and a child. Oh, now, it's really weird, right? So this one here, the little boy's end of his head goes to the start. It looks like going, Dad, Dad, don't forget me. Which one? That's Ryan, is it? Now, there's you with all your presents. That's you, Hannah. Oh, look, that's, yes, he's come from a different fabric, hasn't he? Anyway, look, moving on. Beautiful. That's lovely. Oh, graph paper. Christmas trees. Oh, I love that one. Betty's. Christmas trees on grey. Oh, look, I like them better on that colour background. Where's the fancy man? Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, and there. Yeah, graph paper. Then, oh, that's nice, isn't it? Who's designed this then? A company called Basic Grey has designed these. Oh, now, this is what you should never do when you go to a red carpet event in the West End. Never wear a red dress. You see, because look, you can't see her. She's just a head and legs. They've got grunge in there. Look, is that one called grunge? I think it is, isn't it? Nice. Yeah. Then, oh, that's traditional. The real mix. Oh, nice. Oh, that one's dramatic, isn't it? Then with the greens. Then, oh, that's nice. I think this might be my favourite fabric in this range. Only been on air once before. $47.99. 42 10-inch squares. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this is grown-up fabric, this, isn't it? That's nice. What's this coming up onto here, then? Oh, it's just a white cardboard, though. Use that to make your templates. Oh, I think that's lovely. It's called Hustle and Bustle from Moda, designed by Basic Grey, like Macy Gray. It's Macy Gray's sister. It's not, before anybody says it. Oh. Yeah. Different Christmas. One with snowmen on. This is Merry and Bright. By the way, these are the sisters, isn't it? Me and My Sister Designs, this one's called. There's only 4 of these left at $44.99. Okay, 10-inch charm pack. If you're looking on the web, the picture's wrong. Here we go. $44.99 this one. He looks like the old milk tray man. Oh, what? Hannah's Fancy Man. Oh, it would go nicely with that last one, even though it's a different design. Oh, traditional. Oh! Snowballs. Candy canes. This is a traditional Christmas, this one. Oh, there we go, on the white. Oh! That's snowballs in a snowstorm. Oh, I missed the wreath. Sorry, there's the wreaths. Stripes, diagonal. Spots. Oh! It's upside down, but it's cute, that one, isn't it? Yeah, they're naked snowmen, those. There they are on the green. Have you ever made a snowman with 3 sections like that? I can't actually think if I've ever made a snowman. Only because I get too cold and bored, I go in. Pom Pom. Oh, no. Pom Pom is the Tula Pink version, isn't it? Oh, you've been watching the Tula Pink films. I follow her on Instagram. She's done loads of films recently. She's looking really well. Oh, that's nice. The candy canes on green is nice, isn't it? Beautiful. I'll leave that one with you. Yeah. Okay, do the what? The 5-inch and the what? Yeah, what you just said something different. Yeah. So these are the 5-inch charm pack from the Tochi range. We love these, the 3 different colours. $12.99. You get 42 5-inch squares in there. Beautiful, aren't they? $12.99. Loads of that one in the baskets. I'm not surprised. It's just nice to treat yourself, isn't it? I tell you, we haven't heard from Kate, have we, today in Merseyside? Hope she's all right. Maybe she's got out for the day. Then I've got the 10-inch, not the 9-inch. Yes. Hannah said, do the 5-inch first, then do the 9-inch. Right, here we go. These are lovely. They're $44.99. All brand new today. Look, aren't they beautiful? So you get the blues. Then you get the butterscotch, we're calling them. They call them yellow. Then we've got the grey. They're lovely, aren't they? 42 10-inch squares you get there. So that, the equivalent of that, what's 42 times 4? 168. That's like 168 5-inch squares, that. Because you obviously can get 4 5-inch squares out of the 10-inch. Is the website down, says June? We'll have a look, June. It's working this end, June. Just refresh your box. Oh, mine. I woke up this morning with no internet. £44.99. I've got a completely different program showing. What, on your website? Have a look on the website, see what show's showing. No, it's now on the website now. It's this. I don't quite know. I've got me on YouTube. No, what am I looking at? Facebook. I've got Facebook on, mine's fine. That's weird, isn't it? What are you watching then, Julia? What's happening in yours? Oh, yes, hang on. So if she can send me that, has she tuned in on Facebook to see what's going on? Let me know, Julia, and let me know, June, why you think the website's down. Right, moving on. Another brand new collection here. Boudoir. Oh, yeah, we did that. I'm on Facebook Live. Oh, you've clicked on the wrong link then, my love. If you're on Facebook Live, though, send in this. How are you sending it on to me? I'm confused. Julia, I don't know what you've done. Oh, it must be earlier today because you've got the same shirt on. And I don't wear the same shirt twice in a row. In fact, if you watch yesterday's show, I've got 2 shirts on. No, I'm wearing them. Oh, June can't watch live on the website. Facebook is fine, says Glennis. I think you just need to refresh your thing. I think what you might have done is switched on your Facebook and it's gone back to the beginning, Julia. That's what yours has done. Boudoir. Now, there's got to be some red in here, surely, to make it boudoir. There you go, boudoir. It's like lace, isn't it? So how much is this? $44.99. Oh, that's very boudoir. Hexes, when you're doing your hexes in bed. Hexes. Hexes. There's the grunge. There's the grunge. They've used grunge a lot in these, haven't they? Glennis says Facebook and TV is fine. Right, then we've gone on to the neutral tones. Oh, there's a tiny, tiny bit of pink in there. Oh, isn't that funny? You're seeing something completely different to me. I'm seeing like leather and lace, you know, and a whip, that kind of boudoir. I shouldn't say that. She's like, of course. I shouldn't have said that. Do apologise. I'll get into trouble. The phone will go in a minute. What now? What colour would you call that? Is that like a pinky taupe, would you call that one? Wendy says, morning, enjoying this morning show. Well done, John Scott. Thank you. It's not all me. It's Shazam team as well. It's despite the team, I think she means. This is, look. Beautiful. Then we go on to the greys. Oh! That looks like a feature wall, either side of the chimney breast. Look. Remind me to tell you about that later. Hope not, you said nothing wrong. No, Glennis, but I just have to cover myself, don't I? Talking about, you know, ladies in leather corsets and a... Oh, what's the matter? Oh, John, you're a tonic. I nearly choked on my tea from Neve. Oh, I'm sorry. See, if I'd killed her, I'd have been out of a job, wouldn't I? What now? Oh, John, you're making me laugh so much I've sown a wonky seed now from Christine. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to move on from boudoir to get me into too much trouble. I've got a design rod, but I'm not opening this. So no actions with this one. Oh, Julia's back in the room. She's caught up. Kate says, morning all, can't watch live on the web and refreshed. So come on here to message you. Lots of love, you, John. Hi, Leslie. No, Leslie says, hi, John. Have a good day. I will, thank you. I think the issues are where you are. Did I tell you, I got a letter saying we had power cuts in the village yesterday. And I looked at the thing and they were all when I wasn't there, so I thought it's fine. So I got home and the lights on my microwave were flashing because when there's a power cut, it switches the clock off and everything like that. And all the timers were slightly out. Anyway, I was sitting there just before I had to go to my meeting, the pop-in meeting, which I'll tell you about later. And, oh no, I won't tell you about it. And all the lights went out. And it was, because I live in the, well, I suppose the street lights would have gone had there been street lights, but we don't have street lights. So it was pitch darkness. I was sitting on the sofa like this thinking, I don't even know which direction the door is. It was so dark and I was like, this is silly. Like in 1974, we were ready for blackouts like this all the time. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking, I thought I'm just not going to move. So I just sat there in the darkness like this thinking, it'll come back on, it'll come back on. Anyway, eventually it all came back on. But then the sky box got completely confused. Anyway, $44.99. You get 40 strips in there. Oh no, June's refreshed and she still can't watch live on the website. Facebook. Okay, so it can't be the internet. Glennis says, I'm so happy I checked in. You surely make my day a better one. Oh, Glennis, thank you. I've got a right old headache today as well. Like proper here. I've been drinking loads of water, haven't I? It's because I've had a boiled egg and a gluten-free biscuit, that's all. I don't want a bowl of cereal, thank you, for a gluten-free person. They're not yours. They're Jeremy Joe's. Oh, no, definitely don't want them. Jeremy Joe's, at least Jeremy Joe's were Kellogg's. Yeah. Yes, and they might, look at the sell-by date. Beautiful. Happy, happy, happy days. It's nothing to do with this. 10-inch square. These are by Sherry and Chelsea, mother and daughter combo, this. These are bound to make you happy when you see these. Gorgeous, aren't they? I've got them in the 5-inch as well in a minute. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. What does your top line say? These are in the clearance. These are in the clearance. I'll tell you about the clearance in a minute. These should be $44.99. Look. Basically, on our website, not the one where you click on to say watch live, but when the main page, at the top right hand, I love that. The top right hand corner, it says clearance. You click on there, there's things on there reduced, and this is one of them. That's a lovely salmon-y colour, isn't it? Though? Not that I eat salmon. Salmon out of a tin, that is. Barbara. Hi, John. Have a great day to cheer me up and make me laugh. Oh, thank you, Barbara. That's unusual. Barbara's surname is the same as an oven. A make of oven. A make of oven. No, she's not Barbara Hotpoint, no. Gorgeous. I've done nothing about my kitchen, my new kitchen. Well, I went all excited, didn't I, to the kitchen showroom. But it's because they don't do tiles. It makes me feel a bit worried. Because they just put a board up instead. Yeah, no, I can't bother. Oh, and actually, I'll tell you who hasn't. My doors haven't arrived yet, but I knew they wouldn't arrive. But the man who was supposed to be measuring for my awning hasn't rung me back. I'll have to do that after the show as well. Anyway, £35.99. £35.99. Should be $44.99. It's in the clearance, that. Sherry and Derry. No, Sherry and Chelsea. Got the 5-inch version. Oh, isn't it? No, it's fine. Here you go. Graphics coming in. $14.99. Beautiful. Oh, Emma, you're going to have fun packing these up later. What's the matter? $14.99, 42 pieces there. Oh, I mustn't do this. Because somebody messaged in yesterday saying the dog thinks it's the postman and the chihuahua's going mad. I'll stop. $14.99. So you can find that one, but not the important one for today. Maybe you weren't sent it. 14. Oh, hiccup. £14.99. Do apologise. Gorgeous. Do we have to do your last? Oh no, I've got the hiccups. Oh no, Hannah, put your blouse on. You've got to have to come on. No, your show blouse. Susa, love my awning. Takes the heat out of the house on a sunny day. Oh, don't be saying that. The back of my house is all south facing, so it's going to go across all the windows at the back of the house. I know. I'm not having an electric one. I'm having one of those. Right, yo. Am I going over there? Shall I do these before I go? Shall I just recap those? Just quickly. Blue, about to sell out. These panels are glorious. I love these panels. The blue one's about to go. Single figures on the blue one. I bet there's loads in baskets as well. Oh, love that. Look at the size of it. $13.99. It's beautiful. I think that's brilliant. Anyway, that was the blue one. We've also got they've called it yellow, but we've called it butterscotch mustard gold. Look. Oh, see, I love that one. I think that one would bring so much joy. $13.99. Beautiful. And then this is Hannah's favourite, the grey one. Look, isn't that lovely? Rightio. Last Christmas bundle now that Hannah's put together. This is lovely because this is all stars. Launched this last week. Moda Batik Stars. So the fabric in the background is batik and then they've stamped the gold stars on the top. £31.96. Beautiful, aren't they? So you get the emerald, the black, the red and the gold. Tony Hadley. Always believe. They're lovely. The colours are gorgeous, aren't they? Imagine making all Christmas... Well, yeah, I have to make Christmas things out of them if you don't want to, but they're lovely Christmas colours, aren't they? Oh, I'm zooming in there. Right, loads of you got things in your baskets. Make sure you check out. Now, Sallieann's back after the break. She's going to be doing half an hour on this. And then we've got her heart thing, her foldy thing, her plastic thing, and her bow thing. I know, loads. I don't know if she's going to fit it all in. We'll see you in about 5 minutes from now.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Hello, I'm Catherine Wright from Leicestershire Craft Centre based in Market Harborough. I'm delighted to be part of the Sewing Street family. I've been sewing since the age of 7 when my mum taught me to sew. I particularly enjoy dressmaking, and all through my childhood I made my own clothes, including dancing costumes and my prom dresses. But I also enjoy patchwork and bag making and hand stitching and embroidery and really anything textile based. The thing I particularly love about fabric and textiles and stitching is that there is always something new to try, there's always a new technique or a new skill to learn, and I really enjoy doing that. My top tip for new sewers is to be friends with your iron. Your sewing always looks better when it's been pressed, and it's not like ironing your own clothes. It's much better than that. And also to build your skills up step by step. Don't launch in with the wedding dress first off. Start with a simple dress and build your skills up, and then you'll see good results right from the start and feel enthusiastic and carry on sewing. So really, just have a go, have fun. It's all about having fun and enjoying it. So happy sewing.
Sewing Street have our very own app. You can now watch and shop from anywhere. Simply download the app from your app store onto your smartphone or tablet, then log in or create an account, and you're done. You can watch us live from anywhere, browse all our recently played items and pre-orders so you never miss out on any show deals, and message the studio to say hello at any time. And remember, you can check out as many times as you want and only pay 1 P&P all day.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out. Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street fans and Yarn Lane TV fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters, and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Sallieann's back. We've got so much to get through in this hour. So what we're going to do is the first section, we're going to talk about the home quilt. And then, there it is, the one on the right, obviously. And then we've got all sorts of goodies that we're going to talk through and show you a bit of sewing on and everything in the second bit of the show. So to start with, now everything, if you're thinking, oh, John, I've got to go out and I want the button and bows mini quilt, you can buy everything on pre-order, right? And then watch later on. Because we're going to start by the home quilt. We've got them in two colourways, right? So it's this one first of all. So this one here, this is you get in this bundle with the blue background. Now you know I'm going to love this one the most. Oh, there's a sticker on my finger. Anyway, could you look it up? AYLJ82. So you get you get the instructions. You get 2 meters of the navy blue, and then these are all fat quarters. Oh, actually, it's a bundle. It's a bundle. It's on there. It's fine. Sorry, Han. So then, look at all these fat quarters you get. You get purple, pink, rose, red, orange, yellow, white, pale blue, lemon, chartreuse, emerald. No, I think that one might be fur. But it doesn't matter about the names because you get all of these anyway. All these. Oh, you're not going to see that one very much, are you? Orange and your nude. $38.99. I'm down to under 20 of those because so many people checked out before the show came on. 16 fat quarters, 2 meters of fabric, and the instructions. £38. Ooh, and 99 pence. Beautiful, isn't it? Now we will talk about. I mean, obviously the bundle is as it is with all the cottons and everything. We'll talk about all different things during the show. So that's the one with the navy blue background. Obviously, the one that Sallieann's got behind her is the original quilt that she did way before. So that's in different fabrics. That's in wool, felted wool and things. Right. We also have it with a beige background. This is the one you're going to see Sallieann demonstrating. So you get 2 meters of your beige, and then you get your navy blue. In fact, these must all be the same. Look, these are all the same as they are in the other bundle. 16 of them. So pattern, 2 meters of the beige, 16 fat quarters. Lovely. $38.99, got a message. Hi, waited till end of John's sections and checked online, but can't find the kit pattern or studded leather to make the width. I don't know what you're talking about, Eddie. We had a 10-inch square called boudoir, and Hannah was trying to describe the bedroom that she could see. And I said out loud, oh, no, it's more like a lady in a leather corset with a whip and things like that. So, Eddie, we don't sell it. But who knows? Oh, no, watch this space. Watch this space. I had a rumour this week, so watch this space. No, Hannah, you don't know. You might not know this one. $38.99. $38.99 for all of that. You see, the thing is, I'd buy the bundle. You might want to make this out of felt or something like that. Like Anne messaged in earlier asking if you could make it out of felt and everything. You could make it out of felt one and then have all this in your stash. Do you know what I mean? It's just a lovely bundle to have for $38.99. Now, you can buy the pattern on its own because you're thinking, I don't want it to do it in that colourway. I want to do it with felted wools or felt or something like that. So you can buy the pattern all on its own. So, here we go. Pattern on its own here, right? Home Quilt by Sallieann Harrison, $9.99. Really, really good quality to get pages, look. Lots and lots and lots of pictures and words and descriptions, even a close-up of your sewing foot, look. Template, everything you need. And there's your home writing for the flowers and everything all in there, $9.99. Now, I'm not going to show you here, but if you get in touch, if you buy anything from either us or directly from Sallieann, you can send her an email and say, oh, I've just bought your home quilt from John or whatever. You can then become a member of a secret society, which is where, when you tell her, this isn't the sweetie one, is it? This is the other one.
So this is the Little Pattern Club. So if you buy any of my patterns, then you're eligible to join the community in the Little Pattern Club.
Right.
And there's just over 700 of us now.
Wow.
And that people share what they've made, any issues that they've come up against, etc.
So is it like a private?
It's a private group. So yes. So
and it's on Facebook?
It's private on Facebook. So there is that, that safety sort
of
element.
No, of course. Yeah. So that's your Little Pattern Club?
Yes.
So now, when you came on the John Scott show, you showed the Sweetie Club.
Yeah.
But has that finished now?
Last year's finished. So
I see.
Yeah, so I did it last year from January to June.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again this year. The new one will start in January and finish in June. So it's a...
And what's that then?
So it's based around candy or sweets.
Yeah.
So it's 6 little quilt patterns that you download and 6 videos that go with it. And they are all related to a sweet. So like we're starting off in January with golden pennies.
Right.
And it's designed so that each little quilt teaches you a different skill. So it's a skill builder.
And how do people just email you about that then?
They can just go on the website. So
your website?
Yeah, SallieannQuilts.com.
Yeah,
and also,
remember Sallieann spelled I-E, not Y.
Yeah.
SallieannQuilts.com.
And also if they want to join the Little Pattern Club, go to the email address again there, which is in, you can contact me through the website, Sallieann Quilts. Yeah,
brilliant.
Like I said.
Okay, that's fantastic. And it's really, they're gorgeous. They're like these little, because you brought, was it a fruit pastel you
Yeah,
brought?
I did a fruit pastels last year.
Yeah, you brought that. That's not here.
No.
That was when I did the John Scott show last year, and Sallieann came on as a guest, and she brought all these lovely little, and they're gorgeous little jewels.
They're not miniatures.
No,
but they are about that sort of size, you know, so you could sort of build a quilt wall from them.
But you can build it as you want, can't you?
Yeah, and I had people last year as well that joined them all together into one big
sweet.
I mean, somebody, Joe, joined it all together, 6 quilts all together as a sweet shop with sweet shop fabric between it. Absolutely fantastic. It was.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Right.
Now, you're not precious. So see this quilt pattern here that we've got here, called the home quilt. You've designed it, but you're not precious if people want to do their own bits, like put curtains in the window or put chimneys on and things like that.
Or little cats on there. No, definitely not. Go for it.
And put the pictures on Facebook. And not the private one. You can put those on the Sewing Fans page or anything, Sewing Street fan page, everything like that. Right. So
add your own embellishments.
Exactly. Just show this one first of all, because that's the one
the navy
we're not demoing it, the navy blue one. That's one if you were going to do it on a dark background. You see, sorry, that's the dark background there. We're not demoing that one, right? But that's the dark background there. So you want the navy home quilt kit if you want that one. It's the most popular so far. I think it was when we launched it, wasn't it, as well? Oh, here you go. Anne Minter says, Sweetie Club is fabulous fun and great value for money. Do join us.
Oh, thank you, Anne.
Lo says, morning, the very clever Sallieann. She's obviously watching a different channel. Anyway. So let's move to the beige one now. Okay. And then we'll do a demonstration on this and I'll shut up. Right.
Okay. Should I start by sort of talking about different types of applique?
Do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so I did this. What method of applique you choose depends on how you're going to use your quilt. Whether you're going to have a wall hanging or whether you're going to put it on a bed, or how much rough and tumble it's going to take.
Oh, yes. You worded that a bit wrong.
I did, yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Sorry. Okay, so this one that I demoed last time, so I've done this just raw edge. So this is Bond web. That's the right word? Fusible web.
Bond web, right.
Yeah, and just fruit. I've just raw edge quilted it. and that's the way that one's done. But there are loads of different options with this, depending on what you're going to use. So you could use, and people have phoned in about or contacted us about felted wool and
That
wool
was
felt.
Anne earlier, I think. Yes, and I told her to wait, didn't I?
Yeah, so this one is felted wool, okay?
Right.
So that is wool that is being washed and felted.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wool felt is another product
Yes.
completely, and it actually combines other fibres besides wool.
Yes.
Yes, and you buy that in sheets.
We do wool felt here. No, I take that back. We do felt here, and it's got a small amount of wool in it. I for something like this, and I'm not dissing what we sell here because it's fantastic for crafts and things like that, but for something like your quilt now, I would buy a high concentration wool in the wool felt, because like Mandy Shaw, when she does hers, she has wool felt, and it lasts longer and the colour keeps longer. And like you say, if you've got dogs and cats and children jumping on your sofa, if you've got wool felt, then it's a lot sturdier than felt, like craft felt, which has got a bit of wool in it, but it's more likely to pull and what's it called, bobble and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you are talking to our buying team, or our scheduling team,
yes,
aren't
I
you?
have been talking to them, and we're trying to find. I mean, they've already sent me one sample, which I'm afraid we decided wasn't good enough.
No, but that's good. That's good. We want to know we're getting the best for it.
Yeah, they're
don't we?
looking for others, you know, to sort of get out there.
So watch this space that we will do. So you can use. So hang on, felted wool is where you've taken wool and boiled it, washed it. You haven't. The processors have, and it's boiled it down to like that. So
it doesn't fray.
Yes. So it's like a thick, nice wool, like a wool worsted, but all. I can't think of the word, like concentrated down sort of thing. Yeah. So you can use that because the edges don't fray, or you can use wool felt.
Yeah.
Or you can do what we're doing today.
Yeah, or you can use all cotton.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got options here. Like I just said, I just did this raw edge, but you could also do this with a buttonhole stitch. So you've actually then compressed the edge and made it more secure.
Mm-hmm.
You could use the back basting technique, which I've shown on here before.
For what technique?
Back basting.
Right.
That's another form of applique where you actually do it from the back.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you could do needle turn if you wanted to. You could do invisible machine applique. All different methods would
It's what you enjoy doing. The reason you design them is you want people to enjoy making them, don't you?
Yeah, and I also want people to make it their own. You know, don't just think, I've just got to stick to what she says in there. You know, make it your own. Go off-piste and try this and try that. Yeah. And that's what people have done. And it's exciting for me to see.
Exactly. I need to tell you, there's only 5 navy blue ones left. Only 5 of the navy blue left.
Okay.
Now, could you also, because I see you've just done one there.
Yeah.
Could you do it like quilt as you go if you didn't want to
Absolutely.
make a quilt? Or
Yeah.
have I jumped ahead? Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was. No, you reminded me. I was about to say that. So you could do it quilt as you go, and if I was going to do it quilt as I go, I would actually do it completely. Just it comes in 3 sections in the middle.
Sections, yeah.
So it currently comes in 3 sections through the middle with a border, which is mitered.
Yeah.
But if I was going to do it quilt as you go, I'd do it as 3 sections and right out into here, so then join the 3 layers together.
Right.
And that's going to work really well. And you could, I mean, like I've done here, you could set it all up with the fusible web on and quilt it and applique it all in one go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the June Taylor quilt as you go, you could do it like that.
Yeah.
Make each piece as a sandwich and then join them all together with sashing afterwards. All right, but today, what are we doing today?
Today we're just going to go with, I'm going to go with a buttonhole or a blanket stitch.
Okay, perfect.
With the cotton. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to make a house. So let's look at this, just in case no one's seen the fusible web before. We'll
I don't know if I'll turn the iron back on.
Okay.
Do I turn the iron back on?
Don't know. I've got it on.
Okay.
Okay, so just fusible web. Used it loads of times before.
Okay, I need to just say that one packet wouldn't be enough to do this quilt. I think the rolls, we sold out. We sold so many rolls this week, but that thin packet won't do. I just want you to just not buy that thinking that would do your whole quilt.
Okay, so just a little sneak peek of fusible web. So all I've done is actually draw off my door.
Right.
Onto the right side of the fusible web, not the sticky side.
Right, so it's the smooth side.
The smooth side. And And then you're just going to fuse it onto the colour that you've chosen for your door.
Okay.
And then cut it out on the pencil line.
Right.
Okay. Use a big pair of scissors, not a little snippy one to do this sort of thing. So you get a nice smooth edges. Okay, you don't really want to be sort of little snip.
Oh yeah, because not to little ones, you
Yeah.
get jagged edges, yeah.
And you can also sort of then turn it then as you go, you see. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be sort of bang on straight. There's no police that comes on and said, oh, your door's not straight.
Yeah.
So there you go. So there's the door ready to go. We're going to peel the back off in a minute and fuse it to our house.
Okay.
So I've already started the house, which is done in the same way.
Right.
And I've started to take out some of the windows.
Right.
I'm just going to take out a few more just to show you how I take out the windows. So I would just probably go.
So you've drawn the house from the template in the pattern onto the smooth side of the Bonderweb.
Yep.
You've pressed it onto your fabric. Then you've cut round the house shape. Yeah.
On
And
the
then
pencil
you've drawn when you've done the template, you've drawn the windows on as well.
Yep.
This is why I don't use a friction pen, because all your windows will have come off. And now you're going to cut the windows out.
Yes. Thank you, John.
No, that's right.
That's right. So basically, I've just made
the blue kit sold out. Only got the beige kit now. So did you start at the centre of the window then?
So I took one out. I'll just do one more. So I'm just starting in the centre and working out towards the
outside. Did you take them all out then?
It's up to you. On some of them, I think I've taken some out, different ones on different ones to give it a little bit of interest.
Yeah, there you go. So the beige one's got the stairwell's not got any lights on, but everybody's in every other room.
Yeah, some people put cats in the windows.
It must be very little.
Little tiny cats, little tiny people.
But you could do coloured blinds, couldn't you? Little blinds or curtains. Or nets. You could put a bit of lace in for some nets.
You could make it your house or your street.
Yeah. They're very big houses.
Well, saying that, you could compress some of them down, couldn't you? You could make them, instead of all the same size, you could have shorter ones and taller ones.
You could do some with just two windows and then the roof, yeah.
Okay. So
that would actually be quite cute, wouldn't it, if you did different sized houses as well?
Yeah. Okay, so I've taken out a few windows. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off some of the back to reveal the glue.
Right.
And then I'm going to insert my piece of white cotton, which is in the kit, so that it fills in my windows. Does that make sense? And I'm going to put this back over the top. And then I'm going to iron it back down.
Right, that's gluing the white fabric now to the blue.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so you can see, I've now got little windows.
You've got diagonal windows on that one.
I have. So now I'm going to peel it off again.
Okay.
So I've just, really what I've done is I've ended up gluing the white piece in position, and I've just got a little bit of glue around the edge and through the roof.
Because I was thinking then, oh no, now she's used the Bonderweb, she's not nothing to stick to the main thing,
No,
but
I've
you've
still
got a whole border.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a quilt sandwich.
So
I wanted to do it on here. I wanted to show you perhaps a little bit of quilting if I had time
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So, whoops.
So if you don't want to do it with the quilt sandwich now, you could do it like you do a normal quilt and do all the tops. And then you could quilt it like you do a normal quilt.
Yes.
Once it's all done, make your sandwich then.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is purely indulgence because I got super excited about quilting it.
Okay.
Because it looks great quilted. Because I mean, I loved quilting in that.
I was going to say when we get
tiles.
to the roof, that's really exciting. Yeah.
So I'll go back and I'll fix on the door as well now. So just going to peel off the back. Pop it in. So if you've got a particularly light door, you might need to double line it so that the colour doesn't bleed.
Of course, yeah.
Right. I'm trying to fuse it particularly around the edges because I know that's where my glue is. Right. Okay, let's try it and see what happens with a buttonhole stitch or a blanket stitch.
Uh-huh.
So I've got it at 39, seems to be the one. I'm going to try and turn it up to a bigger stitch to about...
Yeah, while you're doing that, I've got a nice message for you. Hi, sat in hospital. Oh, Tracy,
no.
just ordered this kit. Looking forward to getting home and creating it from
Aw.
Tracy. Get well soon, Tracy, my love. Oh, Neve. Thank you, Sallieann, for a beautiful quilt. I've bought the navy and I can't wait to get it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So what I'm trying to do now is bring the threads to the top so that they don't get jammed up underneath. So, let's see. I know.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah. So that was 3.2, so I'm just turning it up a bit. I'm making it into a very square stitch.
What you'll do at home is practice on a bit to make sure you get the right size and right design that you want. Did you do them in all different colours when you did yours? Hang on, is that one, what did you do on that one?
Oh, some of them I actually, so I didn't use all of the white, I just cut away.
Yeah, I know. I meant the stitching around the edge. Did you the stitching? Did you do different coloured, or did you?
I tried to match the colour to the colour of the wool. But I mean, you could use a contrast one. You know, black would work really well.
Yeah.
So this would be what it would look like if you were doing quilt as you go. If you had a strip, you know, you could do this, quilt it and applique it down. And it would work really well as a wall hanging then.
Yeah. You could turn each block into a cushion if you wanted to, or a bolster or something like that.
You could, yeah.
Or a bed runner would be nice if you put them all in a long row.
That would look great, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it look lovely across the bottom of your bed?
Yeah.
Because you could do the houses and then you could just do the flowers. I don't know if you do the flowers all the way around. Oh no, all the way around would be nice, wouldn't it? Row of houses with the flowers all the way around. Speeding along there.
Yeah. So again, with this sort of applique, you're going to use a needle down and a knee lift if you have one. So I'm sort of trying to go around the corners and try and stay true to the shape.
Let me have a look then. Morning. What scissors do you recommend, Sallieann and John too, from Ellen in Leicestershire? For what do you mean? For cutting out, or for which bits? For cutting out round the bonder web?
Yeah.
Don't use your best cutting shears.
No. I think sort of this mid sort of size is probably
like
the
the
best.
household size. Yeah.
People get really hung up about scissors, don't they? My husband used my dressmaking scissors.
Did he? Hope you divorced him.
No, that's the sort of story I hear often.
Yes, yeah.
He used my dressmaking scissors to, I don't know, cut the wires on our
Oh yes,
lamp.
somebody put a picture this week. She got up. I can't remember who it was, but they got up in the morning, and her best scissors were on the outside windowsill because he'd been cutting some garden twine or something with it. So in between, have you just got 80-20?
Yeah, so I've just got a thin layer of 80-20
Yeah.
and a back on it as well. I would Yeah, I would.
Obviously, you don't get the back in yours. You need to. You get enough for the whole of the front of this. You don't get the backing on it.
Okay.
Oh, here's Kate. I wondered where she was. Such a neat blanket stitch. I have to go super slow doing this, or it goes on the wonk. Love that each house is different. Bit like your street then, Kate, that, isn't it?
You need to make sure with this stitch that when you stop and you go to pivot, that you are in the background fabric, not in the house itself. So that gives you a nice smooth edge then. So I'm just getting back to the beginning. So then I'd pull it out completely with its long threads.
Yeah.
And then I would plunge the threads. I thread them onto a needle and plunge them to the back.
Yeah.
And tie them off that way.
Okay.
But the other thing I was going to show you is I was going to drop the feed and do a little bit of free motion.
Yeah, that's fine. So hang on. So it's free motion on the roof. Is that what you can do on the roof?
Yeah, I could do it free motion.
No. I'm just asking. So very quick before you do that, how did you do the sash windows? How's that made?
Oh, that's just a zigzag. So yeah, you can see that
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
here.
We've only got about 5 minutes left on this, but we'll do it. It's fine. So
Yeah.
you just did what? Sorry.
So for that's just a satin stitch, a zigzag.
Oh yeah. Show me on the black on black there now.
It's a bit
Sally.
stupid, wasn't it?
Move to the next window.
There we go.
Okay, so it's just a satin stitch going cross and down. to
Yeah,
create
so you
that.
just have to sit down and play around with your sewing machine until you get a nice dense stitch
Yeah.
that you're happy with. And then again, I would pull the threads to
Yeah.
the top, all the way across, pull the threads to the top, and
Yeah.
then afterwards plunge them to the back. And that's
Okay.
how you make bars in the windows.
Yeah. Now you're going to do some free motion. We've got people who love free motion, we've got people who hate free motion. You don't have to do free motion.
No, you don't have to do free
just
motion.
Just choice. Just a choice.
Right, so this, I'm just going to switch this over.
Right. So what are you putting on then?
So I'm going to put on would you call it a darning foot or
you can call it a
free
darning foot.
motion
Yeah,
foot?
yeah, free
or-
motion. I think that one on the 680 is called a free motion, but most other sewing machines call it a darning foot. So you've dropped your feed dogs,
Yes, I've dropped my feed dogs. Although you don't have to drop your feed dogs.
don't you?
No,
Okay. Controversial.
you don't have to. It gives you a little bit more traction if you don't.
Okay.
But it's entirely up to you.
Right.
But it is not compulsory.
Right.
Okay. But if you don't drop your feed dogs, you need to actually change your stitch length to 0. Okay?
If you don't drop your feed
Yeah.
dogs.
Because you don't want those feed dogs to come up, really. Okay, let's see what it's going to do.
There's just a couple more minutes on this, then we'll move on to Sallieann's other patterns, I promise.
Right. Let's just give you some idea. So I actually drew the little tiles on the roof on the back and did it from the back.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But I'm going to do a little flying by the seat of my pants.
You know what happens when we do that?
So let's hope it's going to work. It did that last time, but
What's
then
that?
it started.
It
Oh,
beeps
hang on,
when you
hang
first
on.
start. It always gives you a beep.
No, it helps if I change the stitch.
Yeah. No, you're all right.
Okay.
Go.
So basically,
Those are the tiles, the roof tiles you get in Spain.
are you trying to say they're wonky?
Yeah.
Whoops. It's going a bit astray at the end. Got overexcited, but it was good at the beginning.
Yeah, no, but I think that's what's lovely about free motion is it does look like you're taking a pencil and just drawing it freehand, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
And the other thing about quilting is that people get sort of quite downhearted about quilting, and that is because it needs more quilting than you actually think. The more quilting you put in, honestly, the better it's going to look.
Yeah.
Don't sort of like put a few lines and think, oh, it doesn't
done
look
it
very
now,
good.
yeah.
Keep going. It's having that staying power
Yeah.
to keep going. Sorry.
Well, how did you quilt the finished thing on that one there? Oh, it's a crosshatch.
So, yeah, so I just cross-hatched it, and I would have done that.
Okay, very quickly, we're not going to do them, but the flowers around the outside, have they done the same method, the applique?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
you've got all the templates in the pattern, haven't you?
Yep, exactly the same method. But if you were going to, for the vine,
Yeah.
if you were going to do it out of cotton, I would do it using that molar method for binding.
Well, is that bias?
Yes. So yeah, again on my website, there's
Yeah.
a little.
Oh, okay, go to the website,
Yeah,
find out.
there's a little
How to make it
how
on the
to
bias.
do molar binding, and basically you can make loads and loads and loads of it on the bias, and then you can grab hold of it with a nice steamy iron and begin to
Oh,
curve
and do the
it
whole
in
thing and then
beautiful
cover any
curves.
mistakes with the flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're using felt or felted wool, you don't need to do that. You can just cut it out into the shape, into wiggly lines, can't you?
Oh no, the felted wool is done exactly the same way. So you just take a strip, it is straight grain, and then you bend it. And it
Yeah, oh yes, but you don't have to put it on the bias or anything
No.
when it's felted
No,
or,
you
or
don't.
like that. Yeah,
No,
so
it
if
will
it's
just
cotton,
go-
using one of these,
Yeah.
cut it on
It
the
has
bias.
to be on the bias,
But if you're
yeah.
using felt or felted wool, you can just cut it on the straight.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, you put that away. I'll just tell you, because the blue one's completely sold out. I've just got the beige one left. So what you get for your $38.99 is you get your pattern, you get your 2 meters of your beige, and then you get 16 fat quarters, all these beautiful colours. Look, you see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses, so you can mix and match your colours as much as you like in there with the flowers and the window frames and all. Not window frames, windows and everything. Beautiful. 16 fat quarters, £38.99. If you'd like to buy the pattern on its own, then you can do. $9.99. What on earth are magnetic false lashes? $9.99. Yeah, that sounds terrifying. No. Anyway, $9.99, moving on. It's just Lowe's done it and it's a disaster. Right, where am I going next then? So now I'm going to show you everything that I've got for sale now. So let's do the heartstring pouch first. Okay, oh yeah, I was going to say I haven't got another one, have I? Yeah, I've got a blue version. That's this one. So what you need for this one, in this bundle, you get the instructions, you get your plastic, you get your striped ticking cotton, and then you get a panel. Oh, hang on, they're 2 fat quarters. So that's 1 fat quarter, that's 1 fat quarter. And then the panel here with all the other fabrics that you need. £19.99. And with that, you can make something like this. Obviously, you need to supply a zip. And if you want a bit of lace or rickrack, then you need to put that there. I've got some rickrack coming up in a minute. Sallieann's put some little pearls on hers as well. Yeah, our rickrack's smaller than that one. Okay, so that's the blue version. Then I've got the green version. Oh, it's the green. Here's the green. Oh, yeah, that's this one. That will make this one here. So you get your fat quarter of your plastic, your fat quarter of your blue stripe. No, this original one here, we've done as close as, yeah, because this one here is looks like Liberty Fabrics, that one. But yeah, there you go. There's the panel. Means you've got little squares there and the big piece of fabric there. £19.99. There's what? Fewer than 20 in the green colourway. Most popular. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, let me go, while Sallieann's still setting up, let me go. Oh, can do the instruction on their own if you want to do the instruction on their own. That's right, no? Heartstrings pouch. I'll just go through everything that I've got for sale, then we can just get on with chatting and sewing and everything like that. So that's your heartstrings pouch instructions on their own. You might have your own Liberty fat. Oh, actually, let me do these next, because these would be perfect for that, wouldn't they? So I've got Alice Caroline 5-inch Liberty squares ending 80. Is that the one? This is the rainbow one. Okay, that's $14.99. They're beautiful, aren't they? Rainbow. I've also got blues, if you want to do just blues. Lovely. Now, what you can use those Liberty Squares for is I think, one of your most successful patterns ever, the Liberty Pleat Pouch. Because every time you go on the Facebook fans page, somebody else has made another one of these. So now that's just the instructions. No fabric, no nothing, just the instructions. That again, all of these, you join Sallieann's private, members club. What's it called? The Little
Pattern Sewing Club.
Little Pattern Sewing Club. Beautiful.
You make it sound like it's undercover behind
Yeah,
the
well,
door.
it is.
They're closed,
It's Stitchers Anonymous.
Yeah.
Right, so then let me do the bundle for your buttons and bows mini quilt, which is, we've got a picture of it. I've got it in lilac and I've got it in blue. Lilac first. It's a different colourway than that one. It's a different colourway to that one. So for $29.99, you get the instructions and you get 6 fat quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $29.99. So pretty, that. Really, it's like a mini quilt, that one. Then I've also got that one in the blue. Here you go. So again, you get the pattern, and then you get your 6 fat quarters. Beautiful. So there's your blue version. And then I've just got some Sallieann patterns to show you on there. Oh, I've got that pattern on its own as well. Got that pattern on its own. I'll do that one next then. Oh, is that it then? Yep, that's it. That's fine. Then we've done everything. I have to ask what this is for in a minute. So there's your buttons and bows mini quilt, $9.99. That's just the instructions. And then I've also got the instructions for this, which we've got a picture of a finished one here. Little pink bag, that one's called. There it is. It's lovely, isn't it? It's actually little makeup bag instructions. We've called it a makeup bag, but it could be anything you wanted it to be, really. Little pink bag. Well, it could be blue if you wanted it to be. It could be a little blue bag.
It could be.
Right, Sallieann, what's this for? I did ask earlier, I forgot.
It's for the heartstrings pouch.
Oh, for the heartstrings pouch.
It's what gives it the body.
Okay, so this, now is disposal.
Is it fusible?
It's what?
There's two types, and then there's fusible and non-fusible. Both will work equally well. I mean,
okay.
Fusible or non-fusible with a bit of spray, 505.
This one's double-sided fusible. This one
Fantastic.
$11.99. Right. So what we'll do is do a bit of sewing, and then any questions you've got about any of the projects, just let us know. We'll talk about a bit about each of them, but we have to finish a little bit early, you see, because we've got Yarn Lane today, haven't we? So we're not going to make the whole thing. You're going to show us what?
So I was going to show you just the applique on vinyl, which
I'd
is
be
the most.
I'd be a bit frightened to see if that. Obviously, no need to be.
No. So so the first thing you're going to do is actually get your fusible web and iron it onto the reverse of your fabric pieces. So that's in the kit, isn't it?
Bonder web. It's not in. Sorry, the Bonder web's not in the kit.
No, the actual, because the panel, isn't it?
Oh, the panel's in the kit. Yeah, all the fabric you need is all in the kit.
And I'm pretty certain that we've said before that you could probably get two out of the panel. Yeah, out of the panel.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So so I'm just ironing it onto the back. And again, I'm just going to cut it out on the pencil line.
Okay, so you just put your Bonder web on the back of the panel, drawn out the heart. In
the back of the booklet, there is actually a grid which helps you place your hearts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Of course, I can't find it now when I'm looking for it. There it is.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you can see it there. I don't need it. Hannah's directing at the moment. She doesn't want to come back to me.
Okay, so you just want to place it so that it actually falls in the centre of your piece of vinyl, clear vinyl, in the middle.
Right.
Makes sense. And then in the break, I had uh-oh moment when I realised that I didn't bring any parchment paper.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I decided to use my trusty, what do you call this?
Photocopying paper.
Well, this is one
supply
list.
It's what?
It's the Sewing Street supply list that comes in my kits.
Don't show it then. Oh, okay. So hang on. So you've just placed all your hearts. You haven't done anything to them. You just placed them on the vinyl.
This one's actually, because I've done this one before.
Yeah,
that one's stuck down. That one's actually obviously stitched around the edge of it. But
in real life, would you put them all the hearts down before you stuck
Yeah,
everything?
and then just do it all in one fell
Okay,
swoop.
perfect.
So yeah, I discovered that I could get away with just using ordinary paper.
Oh, okay.
This is the moment when it all melts.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, it's just give it a. So I've got it on a 2-spot setting, if that makes sense.
Yes, because you always think irons and that PVC. You're not going to put an iron
No.
in there, are you?
So there you go. So that's just ordinary paper, and it's
Brilliant.
stuck on there just
Wow.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm just going to use that stitch that I used earlier on.
The blanket stitch.
Yeah.
You put your feed dogs back up.
Yeah, I have done. So again, I would bring it to the top.
Have a practice doing this
Yeah,
before you do the actual thing. Just
In
so
the
you know what
pattern,
it
it
feels
actually,
like.
in the pattern, it refers you to test pilots.
Yes.
It says make yourself 2 test pilots to see how you
Oh,
like the
okay,
stitch,
good idea.
how your iron performs, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, when I first did this, I thought, oh, I'm going to need like a Teflon foot. I'm going to need something special. It's never going to take this, but it does.
And have you got a special needle?
No, this is just
a normal needle.
Just a normal 12, 9, is it 90, 12, 80, isn't it?
12. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My brain wouldn't go then.
So again,
70, 80, 90, yeah, that's right.
you can stop with the needle down each time and use a knee lift if you have one, and just carefully pivot. I mean, you could use a straight stitch. You could use a fancy stitch.
You don't want to do a satin stitch though, because that will, I presume, make
that will make
be
it
too
really
heavy.
lumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was really blown away that I didn't realise that you could get away with making so many things with vinyl.
Not get away, it's a skill.
It's a skill, sorry.
Yes, don't get away with it.
But it's more pliable than you think. And I did have a couple of people that broke their vinyl. They didn't use, it wasn't from a Sewing Street kit.
Okay.
They actually broke their vinyl, and they contacted me, and we worked out that if you actually set your iron hot enough, it will actually almost like completely meld back together, you know?
Oh my word.
Yeah, so you can fix it.
Yeah.
But saying that, I mean, this is the Sewing Street vinyl. I put this through its paces, and even when you turn it through, there's no problem.
Yeah.
You know, you look at it and you think, oh, you're a bit creased, but it doesn't split.
Yeah.
So don't be too nervous of it.
No.
Okay. Okay. So that you can see how it's beginning to. Perhaps I'll put it on the green, shall I?
There you go. Yeah, brilliant. There you go.
Yeah? Okay, so you would put all your hearts in position, all 15 of them.
She's counting with her fingers then, everyone.
Then sort of the assembly
Yeah.
of. So I've used quilter's tape.
Right.
And I'm just going to put a zip on the inside. You can use an exterior. I mean, there's loads of different ways you could put a zip in.
Yeah.
That's an exterior zip. You could put it on the inside. You could put it so that it actually comes through the opening like I have on that one. So I've just got quilter's tape. I would put it either side and position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done zips the last couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Same the other side.
Yeah.
And then what you would do with this edge is you just, and even if you don't panic and think, well, I've got the fusible double-sided,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can peel it back. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
peel it back a little bit and
just slide it in.
Slide it in on top of a piece of quilter's tape,
Yeah.
and then put it down and then just sew
Top
along.
stitch on
Yeah.
there.
So then you
Big
end up-
stitch. You'd use a big stitch.
You would do.
Yeah.
And you might want to use a walking foot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got one, yeah.
Okay. So that will give you,
And when did you put your Rick? Oh, sorry.
that will give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it all joined together. You put, this one's got some quilting in it. You need some quilting at the top to help it bend.
Oh, yes,
And some
of course.
quilting as well at the bottom.
All this in the instructions, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
I know we're singing along.
And then a similar sort of idea that you put some tape in here, some quilter's tape, and you lodge that one in there. And you might look at me and think, how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by opening your zip as far as it will go.
Right.
Okay, and then putting it through your machine that way.
Right.
And it will work.
Okay.
And then you can sew down the edges. You can either bind them on the outside or the inside. It's up to you, just with some tape.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right then. So that's that. So I'll just recap those two. So I've got the pink one, and I've got the green one, and I've got the blue one. Which one do you want to do first? Which one's in there? Green's in there at the moment. So let's do the green one. So in the green one, you get the instructions. You get the fat quarter of the blue stripes. You get the fat quarter of the PVC, and you get the panel. So as you can see, that's where the body of your bag comes from. I've got it upside down. Then these are all your hearts here. So what you need to do is when you place your heart template, don't just whack it in the middle.
No.
Put it to one side and you'll be able to get two hearts out of there,
Yeah,
won't
and
you?
you'll be able to get two bodies as well out of
Oh,
that.
and two bodies
Yeah.
out of there. Brilliant. And there's enough PVC because it's a very wide fat quarter. So that's your green version. Then I've got it in the blue. Blue. So this one you get the instructions, your fat quarter. And then the blue panel is exactly the same. You've got your little squares and everything. But you've got your blue section there to make your body out of. Beautiful. Now let's move on to, what's that called? This one. Buttons and bows
The
mini
mini
quilt.
quilt.
We're not making this, we're just going to talk to you about this one. So let me put that one there. Yeah, let's put that there, that's yours. I'll put that over there. There we go. Pattern on its own, buttons and bows mini quilt. There's just the pattern on its own. Then I've got the blue bundles. Now, do I need anything more than this? Or is that enough to do the whole thing? You need some wadding up soon, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would think that was enough to do the whole thing. It's only a little thing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Anyway, so you do get your 6 fat quarters in there.
Oh, I haven't seen it in the blue before. Oh,
Oh, have you not?
No.
Nice. Oh, sorry, Emma. So that's completely shot.
I did a workshop on this years and years ago, and blue was the most popular colour.
Oh, wow. Yeah. There you go. So that's that one. And then we've also got it in purples and lilacs. And then can you just talk us through? I'll just do this one first. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? There's your colours. That's going to look beautiful as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've literally got minutes now. So just talk us through what this is.
This one?
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is just a little wall hanging. It's a perfect sort of beginner project if you're just getting into sewing quilting, making little quilts. You've got 4 patches. Just little 4 patches combined with some fusible web applique hearts that form that centre. Then it's sashed, that's the centre. Then you've got those inserts with the 3D bows, which is quite a little bit of a different touch to have something three-dimensional. And then you've got it re-sashed again, and then you've just got an outer border and some just some narrow binding.
Yeah.
So it's just a little project that's, you know, nice as a gift or...
Oh, no, it's cute, isn't it? It's really cute. So you can get that in the blue or you can get it in the lilac. Right, the other thing that we've got here is a little pink bag. We're not making it, we've not got a bundle for it or anything. We've got the pattern on its own. Yeah, so you've talked about techniques for PVC, but what's those little curvy bits on there?
Okay, so in the middle of the year, was it last year, I made something called the Liberty Chain Needle Case, which was also on Sewing Street, and that is this is a step up from that pattern. So basically, all you're doing is you're using the bias edge of fabric to sort of peel back and reveal what's underneath, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's built using bias strips that you sew onto the clear viline, and then you just pull them back. You need to use like a stiletto just to sort of pull it back.
Not your shoe.
Yeah, just hold them back and then actually stitch around them. And then it means that you can sort of see through it, look, which...
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
there's not fabric behind. It's completely
No.
see-through. Oh, brilliant.
It's completely see-through. So it just sort of, it's almost like a lattice effect,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
lovely. It's like Elizabethan almost, like the sleeves on Elizabethan bodice.
Yeah.
Sallieann, that's brilliant. When are you back next?
I am back now on the 4th of December.
Okay, I don't know if I'm on. We don't know our December rota yet, I'm afraid. Right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much
so much,
indeed. No, thank you. So make sure you check out on everything. Tomorrow's menu. We'll have a look at what that... Now, it's not me tomorrow. It's Stuart tomorrow. Tilda Windy Days fabric. That's lovely. I think it's a launch here, isn't it? The Tilda Windy Days. Then, Mark Francis is in. Park Lane dress with Mark Francis. Then at 10 o'clock, we've got Adjuster Forms and Tools. Then at 11 o'clock, Mark's doing a gentleman's shirt. Oh, now I should watch that because I've got that fabric from Liberty to make my shirt out of, haven't I? And then at 12 o'clock, I'm not sure. Oh, Twink Knits. Twink Knits is Nicola from Twink Knits, hand-dyed shawls tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Really, really lovely, lovely thing. Now, I just need to stress, if you've got the William Morris quilt in your basket, you need to check out, right? And Sallieann's first quilt sold out completely. And if you've got the Moda Star quilt in your basket, that's the one from first thing this morning. I'll show you a picture. That's this one. Please make sure you check out. It's been so popular. Now, I need to tell you, it should have been $149.99. And we went through at $149.99. And if you checked out at $149.99, you won't pay $149.99 for it. Hayley decided to just reduce it in the middle of the show. So it's now $119.99. 2 split pays of $59.99. It's all William Morris, and you get all the icon fabric in there. It's lovely. And Susie messaging saying, doesn't it look like a tartan? And it really does. It's beautiful. And again, talking about curved edges, look at those squares, right? They're not half square triangles. They've got like a very, very soft curve to them as well. It's lovely, isn't it? So if you've got that in your basket, please check out. It's been really, really, really popular. I've got time to show the other quilt. I also had the other quilt in the hour on my own, which was the Moda. No. That one sold out, Emma. It's the next one. I'm just going to load it up now. Moda Songbook, $109.99. Here it is. There it is. So you've got the big panel and the small panel and all those gorgeous fabrics in there for $109.99 and 2 split payments of $54.99. Okay, I'm off now because Yarn Lane is coming up. If you are on the telly, stay where you are. It's Catherine Wright, by the way. Catherine Wright's doing Yarn Lane today. If you're on the telly, stay where you are. If you're on YouTube or Facebook Live or the web, the internet, the website, you do need to change now over to the Yarn Lane one. If, however, you've bought something from Sewing Street this morning, your P&P is paid for on Yarn Lane. The products from here won't go on the Yarn Lane website. Neither will the Yarn Lane website comes on here. Two separate things, but under the same umbrella. And if you've never ever come onto Yarn Lane before, your login is exactly the same as is for your login on Sewing Street. All right, so I've got to go. I will see you back here on Yarn Lane. Now, if you're not coming to Yarn Lane, I'll be back in on Sewing Street Wednesday. Not back in till Wednesday now. And I'll see you down Liskeard. You don't say it like that, I know. Liskeard, if you're coming down at the weekend. Right, but see you in 4 minutes on Yarn Lane.